everybody, welcome back to Evandale and tonight's episode of Kill City Sinners. Stacie will be with us momentarily, but in the meantime, hello players. Do you need a hello? We were just talking about like various character voices and how Mike routinely destroys his throat.
They're in the same topic.
In the same, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not unrelated. The fact that I decided immediately coming off of Untimely Heroes, I was like, oh, I think my first character is gonna talk like this, like all the time, and he's not gonna stop talking, and he's gonna just keep talking like this. And then I would go to bed, and Gabby would be like, "How was the stream?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it was fine."
Kiss me. I love you.
Give me some sugar.
Anyway, that's why in the next campaign I'll be playing the receptionist from Monsters Inc.
Roz.
Wazowski. Where's your paperwork, Wazowski?
Where's your paperwork, Mr. Wazowski?
Fuck. So where we last left off in this one stop, in this one stop, in this one shot,
one stop,
in this one, in this two-part one shot. I don't fucking know.
Two shot.
It's a two shot. All right.
It's called pew pew.
I'm watching you, Wazowski.
I'm always watching.
So the sinners were called out of the city, going out on a mission looking for essentially Cody's brother. This was information that had come to us from Haven. The information then took us all the way into the hinterlands of the place known as the hinterlands. And you guys ended up finding that there was an overgrown factory there. Tracks had led you over there, and following all the hints and everything like that, you ended up coming into an abandoned assembly factory of some kind, an old assembly plant, probably where they used to make like old school simulants and other things like that way in the past. However, when you arrived, there a monitor lower down had a nice little smiley face on it. And then it says, "Hello, dear guests. I am Pax. How may I be of service today?" And then it went through its thing and then tied it up with "Merge with Machine and Beast for a brighter tomorrow." You guys also found that there was like pictures of people and other things like that that had long since been shattered. And according to Pax, this monitor machine that's riding around on rails from an extendable arm, that they've been this way for about 3 years or so. However, it was Andromeda who was outside in the truck who had been driving this while everyone else was inside this facility, essentially manning the escape escape vehicle. That there was a droid who was out there who was just kind of like sweeping and everything like that. And the thing snapped. It got caught between its leg. It ended up snapping, and it ended up tripping a little bit. Caught itself with a slam of a huge metal foot down on the ground outside, right in front of Andromeda's truck, and an arm swung open, only to reveal human arm bones deep within. And that is where we left the last one. Hello there, Andromeda!
It's me.
Hello, it's you. So
spooky shit is happening.
That is exactly it. So yeah, any questions before we hop into it? And hello to all the peoples.
Hello, all the people.
No
questions. My head is empty.
Your head is that's not really
empty.
That's
Maybe not totally empty, full of character choices.
Yeah,
I never come into the stream with this head loaded with anything.
So
I bring zero brain power to every social gathering.
Oh no, that's not really true. That's not really true. I do want to say a very quick shout out to all of our Patreon patrons who are absolutely fucking amazing, and that includes Lonely Tortoise, David R. You know who you are. You've been around for a long time, since 2019. Lonely has been around with us since March earlier this year. Absolutely amazing. Erin, of course, who I love. Thank you so much for constantly supporting. Frank and Danny, Crazy C, Jason H, you know who you are, Joseph P, The Wandering Tailspinner, and Dustin F. Guys, thank you so much for perpetually keeping the lights lit here in Evandale. And if you also would like to subscribe, you can over at patreon.com/Evandale. Other than that, that is my obligatory shill for stuffs and things. Yeah,
you got another one.
I do. What's the other one?
Yeah. Everybody go follow Ain't Got Crit. We're trying to build up the...
That's
the
right.
channel.
Holy
Why don't
shit.
you
Yeah,
talk about
duh. So, Ain't Got Crit. Let me explain what this thing is. That channel over there, Ain't Got Crit, is us, everyone that you see here. However, this channel is Evandel. It is a setting. And as a setting, I kind of ended up, when I named it, I ended up locking into just the Evandel property, the Evandel IP. Well, we also play other fucking games like Vampire the Masquerade and well, Mike right here has Wetlands coming out. And so we decided as a collective that we were all going to come together and we were going to create something known as Ain't Got Crit, which is us, plus a couple, some other folks that are joining. And that channel is all about indie RP. You're not really going to see any of the major stuff on there, but if you do, you can be assured that whatever it is that they're running, they created. So whether it is a home campaign or homebrew world or homebrew rule system, or maybe it's an indie thing such as Mukburg or Knives, Blades in the Dark. Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Kids on Bikes.
It's a great game.
It's all of that. You're going to find that over there on Ain't Got Crit. We're going to be streaming over there fairly soon. In fact, we are putting together the production schedule, something Evandel has never even had. Well, we're working together with some really talented people like all over the place, and we're going to get some content out there. And one of the first games that you're probably going to see is Wetlands.
Oh, Wetlands.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, that's right.
I was reading chat.
I was like, is it?
It's Mike's game.
So
Sorry.
Which?
No, I just heard Mike
How many
like
projects is it?
just like
Like I said,
disassociating.
no brain power.
Meanwhile, this
Man is empty.
Meanwhile, this guy's a very talented game developer, and he's done a fuck ton more than I've ever done. So, go follow Ain't Got Crit. Go give it your love, and that'll be that. Hello, Red Monk. Alrighty. Infinite Monkey Tails. Hold on. What happened to Infinite Monkey Tails? They're here. Oh yes. Oh, Red Monk asked requested. Yes, absolutely. We love them because we also love Red Monk. All right, everyone. You guys ready?
Wait.
Yes.
Join the TTRPG Collective. Thank you.
Holy shit. Can I have a shout out for that?
Thank you, Raffle. Yeah, if you like TTRPGs and you want to support mutual aid and networking and lift up other developers in and adjacent to the TTRPG space, and that's great. You get a smooch on the forehead if you consent when you join. Everybody just comes up and smooches you consensually.
No data was returned, apparently.
It's great. I've had my lips on like so many people.
Yeah, it's great. It's just a good time. So
TTRPG Collective is over on Discord. Let me get you the info here. They do not have... Holy cow, KJ, thank you so much for the tip. Oh my God, you were amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, love. Really appreciate that. That again goes towards literally keeping these fucking lights on and these machines running. So thank you for that. Let me get you the invite for these. Erin, where? My goodness.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Cool.
I really want Steve to do more Mutfian accents.
What do you mean?
Bolivar.
Yeah.
Boulevard.
There you
want
go.
to do the more Boulevard.
Oh God, I love Bolivar so much. He's a good boy.
Boulevard. He's a good man. Boulevard is good man. Why do you want me to do that?
Because
Kevin?
all I can think about is our banter between some of your characters and like Zabi.
Other campaigns will continue to happen here as well as Ain't Got Crit. So we're essentially doubling the entertainment value of both of these channels. But over there is a lot more, it's a lot more punk. It's a lot more indie. It's a lot more fuck the main industries. We are going to do it our way with a bunch of friends. So you're going to see a lot of homebrew content, indie content, etc. But if you are in the TTRPG space as a developer, a player, a wannabe developer, a voice actor for video games, or anything along those lines, Erin's Discord server, TTRPG Collective, with the link over there, is the place to be. It's only been around for about a month. It already has, I want to say, close to 200, if not over 200 members already. It is already bopping. There are like games that are run, like one-shot campaigns and other stuff like that inside the game rooms. There are conversations that are going on with professional developers. There are people that are starting to come in. There's an entire EduPanel series which is going to be coming up, the first of which is on December 16. And any of Erin's EduPanels, which is the majority of them right now, that are hosted by Erin, are going to be streamed live on Ant Got Crit. So by all means, come in and join us. So you've got a Discord, you have the Evandale Discord, TTRPG Collective, you have this channel, and you have Ant Got Crit. A whole bunch of shit. We're coming together, and yeah, there's major stuff that is coming out. Yeah, we're really excited. And for those people that have been teased by me in the past, I have some good news for you. The first of the primers is well on its way, and as promised, it's going to be for the Gods of Evandale. And the primer is being designed so that you can include it in your own homebrew world, agnostic of any other campaign setting. So this way, if you're looking for a quick plug and play god system, you can use the Evandale gods, and that's exactly what this primer is going to be doing. It's going to be released first over on Itch.io, but of course the Patreon members at certain tiers are always going to have a preview of that content beforehand. So stay tuned in the next couple of months. We're going to start seeing some stuff coming out for that, and man, it's as a primer, it's already starting to look good. So Stacey's also working on stuff, but we won't get into that. Anyway, we'll get
into that later. We're just gonna keep teasing you.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be tease. Alrighty. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Andromeda. The machine, this bulking, hulking, humanoid-shaped thing that we just thought that it was just a maintenance thing for the outside world, kind of keeping things going. Meanwhile, the entire factory on the outside is completely covered in vegetation. You can barely see anything. In fact, your drones weren't even able to get a real peek, and even trying to walk around meant walking through brambles and just overgrown vines and stuff like that. It proved damn near impossible, but the facility does come with this one maintenance bot. It was sweeping. The shaft of the rake broke, got caught in its legs as it slipped, tripped itself up, and then boom, a foot came down and landed, jarring open a metal casing, revealing the remnants of a human arm inside. It then immediately went, did that, and just went about its way, not even looking to see if you looked. It is just another routine day. The action is going to start there, where a camera from far above the city just happened to be passing over the area, and way down below we can see a small truck, and inside the infrared signature of Andromeda. Andromeda, what do we see?
Well, Steve, I hate to say this, but you made a gesture that I didn't get to see because I can't see you in the bot.
How the fuck is that here? Wait a second, let me see what that...
I don't know. You're just...
Yeah, you should be able to.
We can see him.
Yeah.
You can't see him in the middle?
No.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Are you in Vardosyn?
Yes.
You don't see... what do you see?
Everybody else, I just don't see you.
What do you see as the director?
How very strange.
I don't see a director.
Scroll down.
Do you have do you have 4 windows total, or do you have 5
Yes,
and one of them
I
is
have
blank?
4 windows total.
Oh, so his window's not even coming up for you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Refresh. Press F5.
Let's see if that works.
Chris is like, we see him.
Try
Okay.
turning it off and turning it back
there
on.
we go. Yep.
You good? You turn it off and turn it back on?
Nice.
There we go.
Steve.
All right, I can see everybody now. Thank you.
You good? Alrighty.
I didn't want to interrupt the flow, but I was also like,
No, I know. No. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. So what had happened was that as it was sweeping, the shaft broke. It was just an old rake. No extra force had been applied to it. The thing just simply snapped. It fell over, or started to fall over, with a massive, like a metal foot landed on the ground, jarred the system, and then a portion of metal plate then cracked open to reveal 2 human bones from an old body buried within.
so am I seeing this with my eyes, or am
Yeah.
I seeing this through my drone?
No. Your drone, remember, when you set that thing up, it went and it zerked.
It did. Yeah, that was one of my good drones too.
Exactly. So you no longer have that feed, and you don't know where your drone is.
Right. I knew I like sent it out to where the rest of the group was, but I think I think that's where it kind of like.
So yeah, that's right. You sent in the drone, and then everyone else went inside after.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send everybody. Does Cody have his visor on?
How would you find that out? Remember, you are your
I
character
guess-
now. You gotta be in
it's
character.
true. I would send out a visual, like a text message essentially to everybody. I don't want to like ping the comms just because I don't know, like I don't want to like freak people out while they're in God knows where. So I will send them all like a visual text message essentially, being like spooky shit out here, bones under metal type bullshit.
The world is yours, guys.
I checked my
send
flip
that to
phone and see that.
Oh yeah, for you it like comes out and like everything has been kind of abbreviated as well to like accommodate the format.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got like the little square with like a missing image symbol just for like some random piece of like veil tech that should be standardized.
Yeah, for real.
So a cryptic text comes out from Andromeda out to everyone. What's your reaction?
I don't think Haven has one. I think she's been freaking out about what was she doing when we stopped. The last thing she did was try to find. She was parkouring.
Yep.
Towards towards Cody. So I think she's like out of breath, and her heart rate monitor thing is going off, and
what
it
the
got
fuck is
mixed.
this?
Yeah, the text message got mixed with the heart monitor beeping. So she's like.
I think with the message going off and knowing that Haven and Cody are both in the back, I'm gonna walk towards that area and go, kind of like regaining myself after being very loud coming in here and very confrontational. I think it's time for us to leave, friends. I think we have somewhere to be. We
What-
might have
what
to
do you
cut the
mean?
tour short. I just got a message from another friend telling us that we might have a engagement elsewhere, possibly.
Another job? We're kind of busy right now.
Predetermined.
And then I pull out my flip phone and I send a text to Haven,
Oh,
hitting the
God.
buttons, you know. Doot, doot, doot.
Hey, Erin Foundry is up, by the way.
You're worse than
Oh
me.
shit! Sorry.
I send over a message that like all like weird capitals when I accidentally went too far into like the pressing 3 too many times. Says Andromeda says skeletons and robots.
Oh.
Analog. Nice. I understand that reference.
So, while we take a look inside the facility, we're going to take a look at the eyes through PAX, or we're going to take a look at the facility through the eyes of PAX, the monitor that comes down with a personality extending from an arm on a series of rails that go above doorways and more. When this thing comes out and it begins to hear somebody, Brother Alfred, saying that it is time to leave. We're so sorry that you're going to be leaving, but I do sincerely hope that you do return. Remember, our entire job is to merge.
Oh, Machine and Beast, was it?
Very good for a brighter tomorrow.
Yes, quite. Yes, unfortunately, we do have to get going, so I'll just collect my friends and we'll be on our way.
Yes, absolutely. We do sincerely hope that you return for some more experimentation.
How
Sure.
big are how big are these robots
Define these.
that I see? The
no one
things
else.
that I see in front of me?
Okay. So you are in the back facility with Kode, right?
Yes.
Okay. What you see here is you're gonna have to pardon, but there's I kind of had to hand draw a map. Let me get this going in here. 1 second. Goes here. 1 moment, and I can pull this up so everyone can see it.
That greatly the size, depending on the size, that greatly adjusts the text message I send to Andromeda in which, like, with which adjective I use.
Sure, absolutely. So let me close this and get it over here. So first off, the green object that you can see here, that's the tree that's growing out of the floor and out of the roof above. That's where some rain and sunlight and other things are coming through. Where Brother Alfred is right now over here in the corner, well, that's kind of a broken down portion of a wall, and he is contained right now within a horseshoe shaped counter space. Where you are, those machines are of, they're of about medium. They're kind of chunky boys. Their arms extend out into a variety of assembly parts. And on the conveyor belt that you can see, that long U-shaped device, that is where the bodies are being put together. Heads are being attached or reattached, or arms and what have you. All machinery, all completely legit.
We are on the conveyor belt?
No, you're on the floor. The conveyor belt is a long U-shaped thing that's a light gray.
The long U-shaped
yeah. It's
thing.
It's the
Yeah, we're in the middle of it.
the light space is
You
the
see this
negative
here?
space.
Oh, the negative space. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I see what you're looking at. It's the light gray. The floor is the dark gray. Sorry about that.
Cool. Okay, cool. As long as it's not lava, we're good. Okay. I send a text back after Brother Alfred explains, and I'm just like 3, 4 chunky boys. And I send that back.
Okay. How many, Steve, within my just like field of vision from where I'm at in the truck can I see?
You only see that one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
I'll text back and just say 1 out here.
So you figure that you're in the front seat of the truck, and that probably comes out and looks. It's probably right in front or something. Wow, that is a massive truck to be 15 feet wide. So it's not quite that.
How the hell did we get that thing?
We didn't. Hey, I didn't say how big the truck was. You did.
Yeah, no. That's fair. Here, this is my really crappy drawing of a. Oh my
Draw
god.
the wide load.
There you go. That is definitely a cyber. That's a
Yeah.
cyber.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a truck.
Kode, are we good here? Do we need to leave now?
Yep. Yes, we do.
Okay.
We fucking sure do. That
Yep.
is a fact. That is a thing that we need to do immediately.
This door's not opening.
That is correct. That door is not opening.
Yeah.
We might have to ask Pax a question,
But keep something in mind that the light blue wall that is separating this is not an actual wall. That is, and remember, some framework. This entire area is just one large area. You can move in between these two areas.
Oh, thank God. Oh, gosh, there was one right there. Oh, geez, I'm so sorry as I step over.
Pax and like comes and lands right near the entrance. And I have no idea what the fuck that drawing is supposed to be. I don't know what that is.
Clearly, Brother
Nice.
Alfred was smoking a fat doobie.
It's right there. It says,
Smoking trees with the tree.
why is it that you would be leaving so early? don't you wish to see some of the work that we have been performing in this area?
Eventually,
Yes.
my guy. I don't think this you can actually get what you got going on without time going by for us workers. The
Oh, absolutely.
integration portion takes time. It's the process.
Which is why we
but
say that you should be, of course, sticking around so that you would
Yes.
be able to experience this a little bit better.
Yeah, that's great. That you are correct. We're still leaving.
You feel clasps around your upper arms from behind. One of
Now-
the robots takes you. This one comes up. Go ahead.
Now, Pax, we're not going to be able to come back with more of our friends if you don't let us leave.
No, absolutely.
And honestly, if we stick around and see more of what you're doing, they might be less inclined to come back with us.
Yes, of course. All of these are completely understood, which is why you should be leaving. And meanwhile, the robots have just like grabbed onto arms. That thing is not letting go. Haven, you can feel yourself clasped in an awkward fashion. A clanking of metal down beside you, having just dropped a part on the ground, just so it can grab you.
Can I do my search feelings since it's touching me?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! I want to do search feelings on it.
Yeah, how are you feeling about this?
Scared as fuck.
Okay, yeah, I would imagine. Let's see what you got.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit, that's a 6.
I'm nearby. Can I help?
Yeah.
I am also scared, which is just a 0 for me. But I will help hinder scared. Nope, I rolled a 5.
Oof. Okay.
I think I still get something though. So on a miss, it's whatever you say I pick up, but then I can either spike out the emotion or take 1 harm.
Well, you only rolled scared, Haven. Do you have an ability that you would want to roll?
Oh, I always just click the feeling. Okay, hold
No,
on.
you can
Yes.
click the little bag next to the thing.
Okay, so I'll do it again. Maybe it's better. Hey, 7. I'll take the partial.
There you go. So now, with that, when you read the emotional residue of an area to reconstruct past events, so you get a 7. You get an impression or bits and pieces of information. And you begin looking around for some stuff, and you can feel a good amount of confusion along with a tidbit, like a fading memory of pain and anguish.
From a human? Are these human feeling? Like,
Unfortunately,
I think
unfortunately, there's no way to really tell the source of it. You're picking up on residue, and not necessarily the source.
what color is it?
What is your color scale so it actually has meaning to you?
So if it is a human, like a human emotion, it's whatever that color. It's a color.
Yeah, I understand that. What is your color scale? If I say blue, what does that mean to you?
So I get like this feeling of like dread, and I look back, like I like kind of strain to look back at Cody, and I'm like, do you feel this? Because I feel this, and I don't want to be the only one feeling this. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I had a bad feeling a minute ago. We can move on from here. Let's, as soon as this motherfucker lets me go.
Can you let us go? Can we just?
Oh,
We're good. I'm not
absolutely.
gonna go
I would
anywhere.
be more than happy to assist with that.
Beautiful. I'm actually not going to go anywhere. So it's you could just let us
Yo,
go.
Haven.
What?
You know that conversation we had way back when we was talking about folks like Shar talking about context and understanding what is the true intent with the folks like Shar and context.
Yeah.
We got to be real careful about the context that our friend here is using when we are being released. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And you
okay.
and you see me revving the back portion of my yo-yo.
Yeah, so your hands are completely free. It's just your upper arms were to go, so you can do whatever you want, man.
Yep. I'm doing I'm revving the yo-yo because I'm trying to. Oh, Haven, feel me, girl. I need you right now.
Do I hear the yo-yo? Like, even if it's quiet, would it be something I would totally hear?
Not something that you would pick up. It's
Okay.
you're working a magnet.
All right. With the context clue, I am going to kind of like to put my hands are like by my thighs. I think I have like a pocket on my thigh for like my particle knife.
Heard.
I'm in the process of pulling out my phone to send another text message to the group that just says "we popping off."
So speaking of, after I send these messages and I get them back from Haven, does there seem to be any sort of abnormal change or movement from the mechanism in front of me?
Not at all. No, in fact, it's just pretty much still, and it continues to sweep up the pathway around, and even moving close to the door, completely ignoring, moving around, and just sweeping in this path.
Okay. Andromeda's gonna have her Omni tool out, and is going to have like a camera out as well, and is kind of like just taking pictures and getting close-ups and essentially being a wildlife photographer at this moment.
Okay.
Documenting this odd, freaky looking creature, especially the part that looks like somewhat fleshy. Is the fleshy part fleshy? Like, how fleshy is the flesh?
Bone. There's no
it's
flesh.
just bone.
It's
just bone and metal.
Yeah. It's
Bone
like
and wires and
there
metal.
used to be. Yeah, there used to be something in there. Not anymore.
Okay. Documents all of that, but stays in the truck.
Okay.
Do not like.
I don't like it either, but I can't. If this thing could potentially threaten me, I do not belong outside.
So we're good though, Pax. Like, we're totally fine. You can let us go.
Yes, absolutely. And I concur. We all believe in freedom.
Absolutely. That's
And
a
meanwhile,
great outlook.
the eerie
Sorry, go ahead.
the eerie contrast is, of course, you're not being let go, but Pax is all smiles up in that monitor.
Yeah, so the thing about us being maintenance workers here, Pax, is that when you have your diagnostic issues, right? That's the diagnostic. Looking at Haven, like making sure he's talking the right lingo. Yeah, diagnostic issues. It's our job to ask questions, and if you don't give the right responses, it means we have to go to work. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm setting off the yo-yo at my feet.
Okay. And what happens when you go to set that off?
It's an EMP. It's just
Oh,
yeah, it fucking just drops like an EMP.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, let's see. Do you have anything here? Do you have a move that you might be able to make that would assist you?
I could use martial arts, but I don't have that on my sheet.
Oh,
I have it on my physical sheet, which is right up, just right here.
So well organized.
Yeah, I would do two. I would normally do 2 damage and stun. I can use either defensive or high maneuverability, and I'm using defenses.
yeah.
defensive,
Go
so I
ahead
don't
and
think-
roll neutralize.
All right, I like neutralize. That sounds fun.
Woo.
I can get to my character sheet. Unfortunately, I'm not in the best state for this, but I got a 9, partial success.
Not bad at all. So you have what, 2 hold? 2 hold.
Yes.
And you will take harm in the doing. So describe the action. Let's find out exactly what happens.
So dropping the EMP, I remembered that my freaking hover boots, my little hover skates on the side of my leg were directly attached to my kicks, and thus gives me a hell of a little shock. However, every other little bit that is working off of electronics shuts down in my immediate area. I don't think I don't know if I'm close enough to Haven. Am I close enough to Haven?
Probably not.
I am not close enough to Haven to have it affect her, but it looks like this guy's across from me. Actually, everybody around me except for the guy at the corner over there, the top right. I think I pinged him.
Yeah, he's underneath like a pile of trash and still working. Like the trash is literally falling on top and it just continues to work. So
But,
when
those guys get shut down as if stunned.
So it's like a 15-foot radius?
Yep. It's the one above close, so whatever close plus whatever that is.
Close plus it would be an extended range, so like within like in a Pathfinder or D20
so like 15
game.
feet.
It's it's adjacent. Yeah. Close plus would be like an adjacent. Close is like hand to hand.
Yep.
Well, hand is
hand is hand to hand. Close is like within 5 feet, and close plus, yeah, I guess it would be, wouldn't it, Mike? What do you think on that?
Let me pull up my reference sheet for the veil.
Because it was either that or give it more damage, and I didn't want to have it do more damage. I wanted it to be more utility.
So while Mike is looking that up, because you had a partial success and you're going to take a harm in it.
Yep.
The unit directly behind you just shuts down, but as it does, the mag locks on that thing, it's locked onto your arm, and it begins dragging some of your flesh down as about 400 pounds of metal just starts coming down on your arms. So you are going to take one harm on that.
I partially sleeved my shoulders, not fair.
Oh god. This is the second time that's happened in this
I'm
channel.
upset.
Close is somewhere between 2 and 10 meters.
Within 10 meters.
Yeah.
Between
damn.
2 and 10 meters.
Between 2 and 10. Yeah, and the other two robots up top, the other two assembly bots, they just shut down as well. And you can see Pax's smile on the monitor for let's see, that would be you guys are, and no one is there, but you can hear it and the monitor comes close and like within Haven's face, and you can see the pixelated smile slowly straighten out, back up a little bit, and then turns into a frown. Apparently some systems have gone down. You will pardon me as we call for reinforcements.
Yeah, I charged my fucking particle blade and I kick that bad boy, like I drop it on my foot and I kick it up to touch
shit.
Axe.
That's
I'm
gangster.
so glad he did that because now it's like right there.
All right,
Cool.
let's see what you got.
So charge object, choose the modifier for this charge object mood. What's my modifier? Oh, it's what I'm feeling. Still very scared, so 0.
Okay.
Yeah. I was sad. I was scared too. I don't get much from scared.
I got a 7.
Partial success.
So, yeah, on a 7. So this is what happens regardless. I get to, on a hit, when someone touches the object of the charge, the charge dissipates, and I get to choose one of these things. And on a 7 to 9, you also ingrain a part of yourself within the charge that you did not intend to. A memory, an emotion, or a secret. The target chooses which.
Secret.
Okay. And I am going to say I glean how blank relates to them.
You want to know how Pax relates to you?
No, it's a blank. I'm trying to figure out what that means.
It's how someone or something relates to you.
No, because that would be how it relates to you, but it's not. It's you glean how blank relates to them.
You pick something to fill that blank in, so you glean how whatever you want relates to Pax.
Okay. I would like to know how does our staying relate to Pax in terms of Pax's existence, continued existence?
Wow, that's a good question.
Ooh.
So, there's this notion that you're picking up on through a cold, pixelated expression. First off, you realize that this is a monitor and that there are wires that go up, and that the brain of Pax is most likely somewhere else. And that somewhere else is most likely feeding commands to everything that is here. Pax is on a mission. When Pax said let go, or says, yes, I concur, you should be let go, but nothing was let go. Everything that you were able to pick up on after life in Kilson City, you understand when a machine says something, it needs explicit instructions. You gave it explicit instructions, and it just said, yes, I concur. It was as if a command was simply not overriding its current mission. It is doing something regardless of anything else.
Okay.
This thing is hardwired. Now, having said that, Haven, where you are and where Brother is, let me switch over to the map. If you take a look, there is right here. Okay, let me change the fill of that. We'll make it a nice DOS screen. Hold on. There's your screen, and then we'll make that probably apple white. There you go. So it's an old like terminal, and this was described earlier. Let me pull that up for you so you can so you know exactly what it is. So this is right next to where you found the picture, and this is like a central terminal. It seems that is labeled DIM, and it's DIM, and it currently sits broken. You can tell that there are several pieces that are missing. It looks like it has been salvaged. You have no understanding what D.I.M. stands for.
Oh, it's an acronym though. Okay.
Yes.
Potentially. Okay. As for your secret, Haven stole 20 creds from Mama V when she was just starting her underground network to help people, and she had every intention of paying it back, and she felt like she never got a chance to like come clean about it, and she intends to die with that secret.
Damn.
You see it, the smile like turns into a frown, and just before it begins moving, you can see in the lower left corner a beep, 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 and then a small box like a modal pops up, and you can see like scrolling by text, and it like stops on a couple, skips a couple spaces, and you see a blinking dot indicating like a cursor, like it is buffering something, and then you can see like pixels start coming together, and you see a picture of Mama V in like an ASCII art.
Oh my god.
Now you, Cody,
Yep.
from where you are, you absolutely would be able to see that. Keep in mind that light blue line is nothing more than, it's just a broken down wall, and all you see is the old aluminum framing underneath, like tacked into the ground.
What the fuck kind of joke is this?
Let me see. Let me parkour out of this fucking situation real quick because having my arms partially sleeved is not comfy. Cody kind of assesses the situation and realizes that this is not beneficial whatsoever to his meat suit, and was able to maneuver down. Let's see if I'm successful. Let me not mention that.
Let's find out. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. Partial success. So
partial?
yeah, you can. So you get to choose 2 on a partial of the following 4. Avoid all harm. You can navigate to an advantageous spot, leave no trail or trace, or escape an enemy. Choose twice.
I am going to use escape an enemy.
There's both of your moves on that.
That's one. And navigate to right over the wall to where Haven is, so we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So you do that. Describe it how you're going to break out of it.
Okay. So, based off the way you described it, the metal just like peeled down my fucking arms, off to the side of me as it was behind me. So I would likely use the slump motion to drop and just let the pain, just grit and bear the pain to go under where the hands, the grippers, the maglocks were around my shoulders, and just drop underneath it, kind of re-sleeving my shoulders. And
I don't know if you know, but that's not exactly how that shit works. But all right, that's fine.
Well, he peeled down. It's still attached to my arm.
They're not bananas.
Like when you get like halfway through the day and you realize your tube sock is like down around your
I
chin.
can show you right now.
No,
it would be something like going like this, and then I just lower back on and kind of get out of it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. We're not streaming on OnlyFans.
This is an 18 plus stream.
Yeah, there's definitely some leakage underneath whatever I fucking got on
Oh
right
my
now.
god, Kevin, stop.
And as I drop to my back and kick roll myself towards this wall, jumping up to probably along the edge.
I've also had 3 years to on an AI level to improve their process.
Okay, I'm gonna try to swing at the one holding Haven and see if I can.
Oh God, yeah, sure.
dislodge the hold that it has.
Yeah. Let's see what you got.
So I'm rolling neutralize, but because of one of my moves as the Seeker, Resolute, when I use a melee weapon to trigger neutralize, I can roll plus enlightenment instead of my state. So
Cool.
while I am scared, I'm gonna roll this with a +2 instead of a 0
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
because
That's
I have
cool.
2 enlightenment.
That inner peace do be working hard.
I thank goodness because I rolled a 7.
Oh man, all right. Well, you do generate 2 holds, so you get to pick from the options on your screen. Tell us what they are.
I am going to use both for force a change of location.
Okay.
Or which would you say would be getting this thing to let go of Haven? Would that be take away an advantage or force a change of location that I choose? Because both require 2 hold.
I would say take away an advantage, which in this case is going to be the lockdown that it has around Haven's arms. So you'll see that there may be like a quick little lever, like a quick release or something along those lines, because that is definitely the advantage it has over her right now.
Okay, that's what I'll use my hold for then. I'll kind of like go low with this thing and just swing it up into this thing's elbow, hitting it the wrong way.
You do, yeah. And now both of its arms are there, so you end up getting it like tick on both of them, like snack on both. They go, and you see Pax kind of like freezes all the account numbers for a second, and then from that DOS green glow, you begin to see like an LED magenta start coming in, and then a little bit of cyan get mixed in with that, and you start seeing like a deep crimson red. Our facility has been broken into. Stand by, please. We now turn back to a droid from some hobbyist. The droid went rogue a long time ago, hovering up in the skies and now going direct, over the foliage of the back of the facility. We see a large amount. Now we see a small tree coming out from a roof of a facility, and just coming over the crest, we now see, well, Andromeda inside the truck with a piece of wood now being bashed directly into the door, where the top of the door frame on the driver's side is now being smashed until finally the stick of that guy, or the stick of the rake shaft, now snaps, and a jagged spike of wood gonna try to run you through. Andromeda, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming I have some time before that happens. Can I just drive the truck?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's see what you got.
I don't want to get stabbed. I do not want that. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to just gas up this
Okay,
car
all right.
and bring it around like this,
right.
and pull right up next to the door here. And I
Oh,
definitely
hold up.
wanna make sure the
You're gonna be pulling some like K turns and shit, because there's no
yeah,
way.
For sure. Let's go.
There's no
Let's
way
go.
that turn radius
You
of
want me to
that truck is like,
You want me to roll
like a
some
fucking
shit?
Jeep. Yeah, dude. Let's see what you
Hey.
got. So, well, I mean, we can say that you do it automatically. I don't think you need to do it, but it's going to take a little bit. That's like,
Oh yeah, I mean, this is uneven ground. This is a super old truck.
dude, it's like I mean, seriously, it's probably like a 2017 like Jeep Jimmy or something. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but it's like, but it's like busted up with parts from 1950. So it's like, it's really bad. Give me a risk.
Yes.
Give me a risk.
A risk. Okay.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll the little sack next to risk. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, found your BTT sheets have a little sack that you click the dice.
Out.
You're freaking the fuck out? All right, so you're scared.
So I'm gonna roll scared.
You got it. Let's see what you got. That's a failure. Oh no.
Oh no.
So you go.
Wait, do I get any help because of our generous viewers?
No. Well, no, there's been nothing like that yet. Sorry.
Okay,
Damn.
that's fine.
Wait, does anything bad happen?
Oh yeah, on a failure. Absolutely. So,
Okay.
The answer
So-
is yes.
yeah, the answer is absolutely
Don't
yes.
let me roll the truck.
So Andromeda, with the truck in neutral, tries putting it back into gear, but there's like grinding gears trying to get the damn stick shift up into the proper position. Like tries gunning it, but by that point, you can feel. When splintered wood comes into you, there's a difference between a dagger, which is made out of wood, which would be one large splinter, and all the little bits that are on all the sides of it that begin to fold up and press and separate your flesh. Now you have no,
Okay.
you have no cybernetics. Is that correct?
Steve, I don't like that, so no.
So fortunately,
I don't like any of this.
your jacket does prevent you from getting a little bit of harm, but you are going to take some harm. So you're going to take two, one of which is
quality.
yeah, no, but nonetheless, it is acting as armor. So that's going to reduce your 2 down to 1 harm. And in this game, remember, you only have 5 harm.
Yep.
So
Yep,
and when you reach 4, you are already unstable and pretty much out of the game.
Bad day.
So
How would getting another chance at that stick shift work?
well, I mean, at this point, you're gonna have to roll again. Roll risk.
I will happily roll again.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like
to try and get this car to move.
it pulls out. 6 and a 5 for a
better?
total of 10.
Nice.
Absolutely.
That's a 10. That's
yes.
a 10.
You end up
yeah.
switching.
Yay.
Fortunately, it was your off arm. It was the one on the wheel, and you
Yeah, the one that's not shifting.
exactly. So you finally pop that thing into gear and peel out, and the thing just goes. And as it's leaving your body, it like loosens its grip on the wood, and so you have like another shaft of wood or a good thick piece of it still in you. But this thing is like still standing there. You look in the rearview mirror, and now it's just hitting the negative space where you once were.
Yeah, and Andromeda is just like, just like full screaming as she swerves up to the thing here. So everyone can hear her just screaming, and then she's gonna take her arm and just like lean on the horn, and it sounds bad. It sounds like a dying peacock. It's like,
Oh no.
So Andromeda manages to take this truck, and you guys hear the grinding of gears, the peeling out of tires, and dirt and
screaming,
pebbles.
like full screaming, and
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
pretty. Like it's like little girl just like type screaming like.
Well, with that, we now go back inside, and in this case, now that the EMP is done, a little bit of time has passed. You can hear Kode from behind you. and systems starting to come back up online, just letting you know those 3 are about to be up your shit. Haven.
Yeah,
With Pax's monitor directly in front of you, the last thing you had was your knife. You kicked it up off of your boot. What did you roll?
Oh, I rolled a 7. That was for my charge object.
That was the charge object. Okay, so the monitor gets like a crack right in it. Do you want the knife to stick in it or not?
I imagine I wouldn't have been able to like really penetrate the machinery with the knife using my foot to kick it up. I just needed to touch it. But when it clatters to the ground, as soon as the robot let go of my arms, I would like to grab it and stab it up to get rid of I'm panicking. I'm getting rid of the screen.
Absolutely.
I don't want that display to happen.
Yeah. I love it. Give me scared and neutralize.
Yeah. Neutralize. I am scared all the time. Fucking 9.
You guys can heal a PC with your channel points. If you do that, that's not a problem. However, there's no magic in this world. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how those heals occur. But do keep something in mind. If they are down by 4 levels or 3 levels, it's going to be the same amount of healing if they're only down by 1 level, and you only have a finite number of channel points. So I'm not saying don't use them. I'm just saying you may want to use them wisely.
Yeah. Okay, so I generate 2 hold on a neutralize with a 9, and I'll take harm in doing.
Yes, absolutely. The knife. Let's see here. So, what is the advantage you would like to take away from it?
That's not the one I'm going to pick.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like to. With an advantage. Actually, for taking away an advantage, can I destroy the screen?
I would say so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll spend both of those to the advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. So the knife gets kicked up into it, and there's and the screen, it just starts flickering, gets that digital distortion that you'll see on cracked screens, and the whole thing just goes like that and glitches, and then and it just wheels across on other tracks, and you can hear like a and it leaves.
I have my knife still, right?
Oh no, it's yeah. I mean, no, it's a partial success.
Yeah, so the partial is on I will take harm. That's what the consequence is.
Yeah, but you're not suffering any harm in this, right? Hold on a partial success. Oh yes, and you will take harm in the doing. Yes, I apologize. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
So yeah, the knife bounces back down and into your foot. Unfortunately, that is now 2 harm. You can feel the nerves in your foot to begin getting a little bit like shooting pain directly up into your lower back, like riding the sciatic nerve.
Oh man.
Okay, no, we can't do this anymore. We gotta go.
I am doing everything in my power to get to GTFO, as the kids say these days.
Oh yeah, and
fuck.
meanwhile you're just hearing just this
Fuck.
awful
Andromeda.
screeching. Yeah. absolute chaos right outside the door of just all sorts of noise.
Meanwhile, Andromeda, there's a coming over towards the front of the coming over to Andromeda doesn't know because Andromeda's facing I mean
so, she is like turning, like looking at the door, like looking at her arm, looking at the door, looking at the car. And
what I'm saying is that your icon only has a field of view, and you couldn't see that it was there. No. So
that's too
there's a you hear a now you did a Yui, right? So the
Yeah, I
passenger
pulled a
side,
Louis, so the passenger door is facing
it's facing them. So if they hop out, they'd go right into the passenger door.
Yeah,
So you do
yeah,
that. This
yeah.
thing comes over and goes, smashes down and the hood like crunches down a little bit. And, and another
no.
one.
I'm gonna go into reverse.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna reverse. And so it'll smash the ground, and then I'm gonna go into neutral and rev it, and then jack it into first and ram into it.
Give me a risk.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here.
I want this to
so
work
cool.
so bad.
I know, this would be so fucking cool.
I'm still terrified. I hate that I'm terrified.
Oh,
no.
roll twos. Roll two twos.
No.
You have a failure because you have it. So that was a total of 4 minus 1 because you're scared. You get a 3. You pop it into neutral. You step on the gas. You try popping this thing in.
It's so cool.
And all of a sudden you hear you hear metal pieces and rattling coming from under the hood.
Not my beautiful truck. Oh god.
doing so
Andromeda is gonna
You start stepping on the gas.
try
It just
I'm gonna go back into reverse again.
not a problem. You do, and you hear.
No.
There's nothing. There is no movement at all.
Fuck.
No. Okay. This is very stressful. Is the thing still actively like trying to?
Well, it's after 2 or 3 swings, it then like shink, shink, and comes now even closer to try to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just so you figure
at
you
this
move back
point-
a little bit, right? Yeah, yeah.
I had gone in reverse and then I had punched
Wait.
it forward.
Is this stream okay?
What's up?
Is the stream okay?
Yeah, stream's okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Okay.
it was frozen for me.
No, it's all good.
So at this point, Andromeda is going to like look in her pockets and she grabs out a handful of electric blue beads.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, and she is going to she's gonna kind of wait for a second until the thing comes around to the side of the truck.
Nope, it's gonna stay on the hood and it raises
Just
its
get
fist.
on the hood.
But now
Okay.
we hear a as an arm goes skating back along, and we can see the blackened eyes, or rather, our screen of narration goes black just for a brief moment, and then and we start seeing life through the eyes of one of the droids within. Directly in front of it, you can see that there is a Cody with some damage to his upper arms. We're now looking at Cody's back, and then the scene switches to the eyes of another robot, which is somewhat adjacent to that, and then another one which appears to be looking at Cody almost from the side, and then finally we take a look at one which is looking at Haven directly in the back, but a tiny little head with a monitor that turns around. Now's a little bit of a crack in the screen, turns around and looks at Brother Alfred. However, let's go around the table. Let's find out what you guys are doing.
Just to catch Brother Al.
Hold on, we haven't fried the circuits.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hold up. All right, so this is coming in from Chris from Vendorsa 1. Whose circuits? Is it the circuits from Andromeda's? If it's Andromeda's, let's find out.
I could use the help. I'm just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Yes, it is. We're gonna find out what happens there in a moment. In the meantime, let's head on over. Cody, did you lose light?
Did I lose what?
Light on your face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I maximized the.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Okay.
Yeah. So I could see the foundry. Let me see if I can fuck with that a
There
little.
you go. You're all good. All right, what are you guys doing?
Whatever's happening right now, it's taking way too long for Cody's liking. So I'm gonna look at the clergyman. I'm gonna look at Haven, and I'm gonna fucking drop kick the one holding fucking that's near Haven, so we have no more obstacles and we can keep it fucking moving.
All right, let's hear it.
Where is my Cody? All right. Neutralize. Yeah, I've had enough.
Could I give a help on this?
Why? We haven't yet heard what the roll is announced out loud.
Oh, that's a neutralize and up. I don't know the total. I can't see the total. I gotta move my
6.
9 screens
You got a
around.
6.
Total,
Yeah, so that is a failure. Go ahead. Why do you want to aid and how are you going to do it?
Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, why I want to aid is clearly he wants to get out of here, and that's what I want to do as well. How I'm gonna do it, I think, is to just, if I see him going to drop kick this thing, I'm just gonna do my best to help with it. I'm just gonna shoulder tackle it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a risk, or what do you feel is going to work best for you, and how are you feeling about it?
I think help hinder the move to just really assist Cody with getting this thing off balance.
Okay.
Feeling scared still, so
Yeah.
that's a straight 0 for me. I rolled sad instead of scared.
Oh no.
I got excited when I saw an 8 and then realized I clicked the wrong S one. That's actually a 6.
So, what is your scared? Typically
0.
so that's going to be a 6, which will be a failure.
Can I help?
And now I'm sad.
Unfortunately. Oh, go ahead, Haven.
I'd like to help since I'm also there. Give it a shot. I will be pushing the robot towards Cody to get a better angle for him to drop kick.
Okay.
What is it, neutralize or help hinder? Sorry.
Help hinder, yeah.
Help hinder. Yep.
I don't have help hinder on mine.
You can just roll a whatchamacallit. Just roll
Neutralize?
your roll your state.
Oh, roll my state. I think I'm feeling it. I'm gonna switch it to powerful because I just fucking destroyed Pax.
Pax
I'll
box
take a
down.
9.
That's gonna be a 9. Wow.
Nice.
So you can so with the partial success, but you don't. Yeah, with the partial, you also expose yourself to danger, retribution, or a cost. Mm-hmm. So your help is going to push him up by 1, which is going to make his a partial success. And so with a partial success, what are you going to do with the neutralize?
That's Cody.
Yep.
Kick this thing away, out of the way of the path. I'm trying to do the map here.
So, yep, you're going to generate 2 hold, and you will take a harm in the doing. However, you can spend 1 for 1. You can inflict harm. You can take away an advantage, suffer little harm, or force a change of location, or impress, dismay, or frighten.
Suffer little harm and remove an advantage that I'm gonna basically swap spots to where this guy is, and it won't let me move my token.
Hold on for 1 second. If you are going to be taking away an advantage, then you will be spending all of your hold for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me just do that. We gotta move, and right now we're not in a good spot. I'm trying to move. Oh, there he goes. I'm trying to basically get this guy the hell out of the way.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
So you're gonna force a change of location on it.
Yeah.
Then. Okay. All right. Not a problem. All right. So you want to suffer? You want to suffer little harm, and okay. And then I'll choose a new location of that thing. So describe exactly how you do it. Let's see what happens.
So while Cody is assessing the situation, he sees that he knows his fucking yo-yos only, well, first one only put him out for just a little bit. He's like, oh shit, and the exit is directly in front of us, or off to the north end. He's kicking him out of the way into the brush or whatever we got going on at the top corner here, so that the clergyman and his girl can have a straight shot to the door, we can get the hell out of here.
There you go.
So he kind of moves him out of the way, drop kicks him, and avoids landing on any metal industrial bits to get fucked along the way.
Yeah, not a problem. Let's see. Oh, let me move this. Let me get this little bad boy out of here. So you end up pushing it, and the thing moves over by about like 6 or 7 feet. Its tractors engaged and would and just like slid over next to the trunk of the tree growing up out of the ground. The Kode, as it moves forward, as you pushed it, there was a little bit of a shaking of it, and you kind of saw some parts fall off of it. Andromeda, or not Andromeda, Haven, what was the last thing you did?
I pushed it towards Kode to get a better angle for the drop kick.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So you were facing it, but you're also right next to that dim, D-I-M.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You notice that the dim is busted, and you can see, doing just quick math, something fell out of that thing. It looks like it can fit into that thing. Now, you don't know what that thing is, what that dim is, but you can kind of you're beginning to get the feeling that various pieces of technology were also used to construct these things. And whatever dim means, well, I guess we'll find out. Just a little FYI.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
It's time to go.
Yeah, if we have an opening to leave, then I am heading towards the door,
Erin.
but not like not heading towards the door myself, but like pushing and ushering people to the door.
Sure.
Leaving myself as the last one in the building.
Absolutely. I'm gonna draw a quick little. Oh no, I'm not. I don't want to do that. Never mind. Yeah, you guys start heading out towards the door.
I want to put that thing in the thing.
Oh, you do that. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you reach down, you grab the part, turn around, like smack it in there. You jam it in. It's like a card into a slot. You lock it in place, and you can see a beep, 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 beep. And as it beeps, and there's no screen or anything like that, you hear a and all of the heads of these things just immediately straightened out on their bodies just for a brief moment.
Oh, that's
Can I control them? Can I control them? Stop. I'm gonna take. Is there a keyboard?
No.
Is it a touchscreen?
No. And the screen is like partially cracked, and you can kind of see like old pixels popping out from underneath. But you do note that there are several other pieces from this thing that are missing. Meanwhile, you turn around, and as some of you have noticed that, do you see where Pax is right now?
Yeah.
The droid there has already taken its monitor off and went, and you see an upgraded monitor appear in the arm, and the whole thing turns 360 and locks in place, and you can see like crosshairs starting to form, like, and a brand new HUD appear. It's
So happy to meet you. Hello, everyone. My name is Pax. We are here to merge you with the beast.
and the monitor starts moving forward again.
If Haven is messing around with that terminal, I think, like, if the pushing towards the door wasn't working, then I'm just gonna kind of interpose myself to allow Haven time to work with this.
Okay.
Kind of holding my sword, go, perhaps our computer savvy friend could help with this.
Your computer savvy friend is gonna die.
Speaking of, we now go back outside. Where?
Oh no.
So, fortunately, the door, which is right here, that's the door. So, your guys are not blocked. There was a large truck in the way of the door initially, and then it kind of got pushed back. Unfortunately, Andromeda, how were you reacting with the and you now smoke is starting to come out from underneath the truck?
Yeah. Do I have a windshield on this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's a nice little crack running through it, you know, but
There's a what? A crack
that's all
running
crack
through it?
running. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, crack. Okay, that's fine. It's not my car. Well, it's my car, but like, you know, windshields are hard to come by, so it's fine. We can't worry about vanity. So Andromeda's gonna get out of the car door, and like the wood piece kind of like rams into her a little bit more as she like gets out of the car, but like has this handful of like 4 or 5 blue beads, and goes up and like shoves her hand and smashes these blue beads into this machine.
All right, yeah. So you step out of the truck. You're now alongside it. Go ahead and roll a risk.
Do I have to if someone fried the circuits earlier on my behalf?
Oh, that's right. Go ahead and roll a risk.
Can I?
Damn.
Okay.
Oh god, that was awful.
Do I get that? No, roll it.
What'd you roll?
That's fine. But I think at this point
That's a powerful. You didn't roll the risk. All right, so actually your risk, so you rolled a 9, that would be a partial success. Yeah. So in the doing, there will be a cost, complication, or choice introduced by the MC.
I didn't roll for it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, that was Haven.
I didn't roll for it yet. That was Haven.
That was Haven's roll.
I didn't touch
Sorry.
anything. I didn't even tell you how I was feeling.
Yeah, how are you feeling about this?
Yeah,
Aw.
I
feeling kind of happy.
Thanks for asking. Thanks for being considerate.
Chipper. Is that a chipper? Are you feeling chipper?
You feeling
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse? Are you feeling chartreuse?
I love that color.
Chartreuse. I think she's honestly still pretty terrified. So even though she's like her car is getting fucked up, she's still more scared than mad. I want to be mad because I get a +2, but I'm honestly scared.
That's a 3. Well, you roll 2 3s. Wow, a 6, a -1, a 5. Oh God. Okay. So this thing
You get a lot of XP though.
yeah, absolutely. Remember to mark down any of your failures on your experience, because it's like a fail forward system. So yeah, I would definitely say that you've had that, so keep that in mind.
Thanks.
So
Yep.
keep in mind you get to level up, even if it's in the middle of a game, to start adding shit to it.
Sick.
This thing pounds its fist into the hood, and there's a brief moment there where it goes boom, smacks its fist directly in its right fist on the front right corner, or front left corner if you're sitting in the driver's seat, and there's a it hits the battery, makes contact with both terminals. Does it go? You see smoke coming out.
Oh my God.
You also smell meat.
No! What? No! I don't like that. Oh my God.
Andromeda with the blue beads, how are you going to fail as you try to plunge these beads into the machine?
I think what happens is in like the chaos and the heat and the like just terribleness of everything, like these are like full on like round beads, and she's got like 5 of them in her hand. Some of them definitely just like fall out of her hand as she's like smacking them against this thing, and then I think she's also maybe got like a bad angle, and as she's kind of like smacking them, they don't like burst and make contact, they just kind of like hit the thing, and she's just trying to like break them, and they just end up kind of like falling everywhere, and it's just so she's kind of just there just like like smacking this thing, and it's like not working.
So as you do, and you're bang bang, and it's like little things are coming out, and you're like picking them back up and trying to smack them in again, the whole head is like slowly turning, and you're pushing and pushing and pushing, and a piece of it just comes straight out, and you see it has like 2 large brass tubes ending in lenses that come out as its eyes. You end up smacking one of them off, and it's just a void in there. But as the sunlight catches, you see a glint of ivory and a hollow socket, along with some burnt flesh that is still smoking from the electric that ran right through it.
Oh my God.
This thing now turning, looking at you face. You can see in the other one a round object that appears to be an eyeball out of its socket, just kind of trying to move around deep within the skull of this thing.
Okay. So we've previously established that Andromeda has several types of detonators.
I was gonna say several types of trauma at this point.
That too, but more importantly, she has several different types of explosives.
All right, I'm gonna go get some water to cash in on Mod Light's. Oh, you're gonna do it? Oh, thank you, baby. I love you. Thank you, honey. All righty.
I'm getting water.
Okay, you got Bike's also getting it.
Andromeda is fully going to pull out a grenade. Pull the pin and shove it into that void.
Oh my god!
It's time. Sell it, girl.
All right, do not roll just yet. Instead, we're going to go back over to Cody. Cody, what are you doing, my friend?
The door. I'm at the door. I am getting out of here. I hope my legs are strong enough because I'm doing parkour. That rhymed.
You got a 10. You got a success. You get to choose 3. Escape, leave no trail, navigate to an advantageous spot, or avoid all harm. Now,
the bottom 3.
Okay, so leave no trace or trail, navigate to an advantageous spot, and avoid all harm. So, the area above the door, unlike the other doors in this place, have no... Well, actually, no, this one does. You can see that there's a piece of drywall. The whole thing is maybe just about a foot tall between the top of the door and the ceiling. There's a piece of drywall, and you can see that there was a rail, like one of the arm rails that Pax like floats on, going into that room. However, you quickly trace it, and you can see that rail had been bypassed. Pax cannot go inside of that rail. The rail that's there, it's like old defunct track lighting, just never reconnected, right? Right. You can see that, but you also see that this is a fucking steel door. You try it really quick, it is locked. Your entry, on the other hand, straight up and over.
You doing nothing but the now strained edges of my arms. I'm gonna grab the top and then pull like reverse scorpion up into the entryway and through the out. And while doing that, I'm going to look at Haven and wave them on. Let's go! Let's go!
So, Cody, the last thing that you see just before your body slips as the world begins to disappear beneath you, and you get that altitude, you finally get in above the door through the broken down drywall, directly above it, you can see Pax swirl around to see exactly where you were, and you hear it, and the droid next to him immediately. Now, first off, you are now in this facility. You're now in that room. Let me stop. There you go. And this one comes in and punches the void where your body was, completely missing you.
My God.
Pax then turns around and then faces everyone else. I see that experimentation must continue in order to quell the beast. This thing begins moving forward and starts coming in. Pax itself has no weaponry on it. You've already determined that. But these things do. But before we do anything, let's take a look at what Cody sees. Cody, it's a quick little 5-foot vestibule before it opens up into a 10x10 office. Let me just confirm here. Let me make sure this is that. Yeah, you can see that there used to be a smell in this room that seemed to have settled down. It is an uncomfortable smell of death, of decay, and of rot, but it's been desiccated. It's been a long time. In the corner, you can see piles of parts. You can see a desk alongside the far wall that has been pressed up against the wall, like lifted up and pressed up against it. Papers and more are shuffled around everywhere. You kind of like slip into this area, you move some of the papers, and you hit a shoe with a foot connected to a leg and a full body. You can see a white lab coat on it, with a name tag, Dr. Ilana. But as you move some of the other pieces, the body is also decapitated.
Fuck. Okay, fuck, record, right, record. Oh, shit. Record. Now I'm looking for anything to try and see if I can get access through here or figure this out.
You start.
Somebody walk me through this.
No one is walking through the room itself. You're in a dead end. This is it. However, there are a couple of things here that you do pick up on, including something which I'm now going to send to you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I don't like the private messaging. It's spooky, scary. It's not happy. It's
I don't like this.
You should now
Not
have
a
something on your
fan.
screen. You see what appears to be a journal entry. Furthermore, there are some parts. You can see that there are some mentions of things here and there. You also see a manual which is sitting on the desk, and it refers to in bold type, such as on a cover page, most of which has been completely ripped off. It says something about DIM, Direct Input Module, also known as a Direct Instruction Module. The notes inside that Dr. Ilana was saying that she was going to tell this PAX, or the primary automated experiment, not executor, but experiment, how to be a good bot. It seems like, according to this, she never got past the very first instruction, which was, of course, merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow. But there was so much more to that story. Can you read aloud what the journal says?
Starting with the cornerstone, merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow. The principle is so central to everything we've been working towards, blending tech and nature seamlessly. The AI seemed poised to assimilate this, drawing from organic and mechanical databanks. Safety is paramount. Prioritize human safety and well-being in all action. PAX will need to deeply understand our vulnerabilities and worth. I expect a comprehensive examination of medical and ethical records. Next up, to instill a spirit of unity and appreciation. Seek to understand and respect the essence of both organic and artificial life. I'm eager to see PAX's AI interactions with sociology and biology archives, fostering a profound respect for life in all forms. Maintain a balance. Never let one aspect dominate the other. Is there to reinforce the importance of equilibrium. I'm hopeful that upon receiving this, PAX will recalibrate. Last year's initial run didn't end well. Poor Scooby. Promoting synergy. Foster collaboration and coexistence among all integrated entities is on the list. I'm imagining PAX running simulations of tech-nature hybrids, visualizing harmony.
As you go through, just to cut this short, in case there's anything else in there that you want, of course, you feel free to bring it up. But to cut it short, you can tell that only the first instruction, merge, had been input. And soon after that, as you begin finding other journal entries elsewhere, that PAX decided to carry out that command. Merge man with animal and machine.
God damn it. Wait, am I at a place where I can put in, like, do inputs?
You know, but you can see that there are various parts in a box that is labeled DIM.
Fucking Cody sucks at this.
The fist starts slamming into the steel door, leading into the office where Cody is. We now take our action back outside, taking a look at Brother Alfred and Haven.
Yeah.
God.
No, go ahead.
fucking, we gotta go get Andromeda, or we have to leave. But now Cody's that way.
I
Andromeda's that way.
concur. Andromeda must be received.
And Pax
No.
immediately turns around upon hearing some of that and leaves the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
When
not
it
that.
leaves the
I'm gonna grab
area,
him.
whoop,
Little guy.
not that.
I'm gonna grab.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna grab Pax.
Okay, give me a risk. How are you
Okay,
feeling?
yeah.
Wait a second.
I'm feeling-
Wait a second. Brother Alfred is in the way. How are you
I
going
was
to do
gonna
that?
say if he says he's going after Andromeda, I'm gonna swing at it with my sword.
No, it's leaving and going this way.
Right, but I'm right next to it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
All right, so yeah,
Oh, it's going away from me.
if it's trying to do something where it's leaving, I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can.
Yeah, let's do
Oh
it.
my
Let's see what you got.
Opportunity
I can
attacks.
roll. I can yeah. I can roll
If it was
this.
coming towards me, then it would get blown
plus
up.
2.
Oh, it's not going towards you, but you don't know where it's going because you're not there.
That is a 9.
Oh, partial. Okay. All right. You got your 2 hold. What do you want to do with them?
Can I assist to get him up to a 10, maybe?
Sure.
Okay, so when he goes to swing at it with the sword, I'm going to actually he's on the other side. I can't really help him. All right, there's no helping you. You can accept the partial.
All right. What do you want to do with your 2 hold, bud?
I will inflict harm twice.
All right. Cool.
My sword is its tags are 3 harm, hand, valuable, stunning.
Fuck.
Because
okay.
it is not really a sword at this point. It is a sort of just a metal bar on a cruciform hilt.
Lovely. That's yummy. Okay. Cool.
Bonk.
So go ahead and describe your action.
Yeah, if this thing says I concur, we must retrieve Andromeda or whatever it said. Like,
Yep.
if it implies in any way that it's going to hurt somebody by leaving, I think Alfred kind of abandons the kind of like protective pose and just like full on like thug with a baseball bat like jumps after this thing and just like lays into it with like one big like bam and then back around and bam straight down. Or
Okay.
as straight down as he can on it.
All right, not a problem. Yeah, you do. And there's a flurry of sparks. Your sword fully bites right. So what kind of blade are you using? I'm so sorry. My brain today is just it
is like this big like ceremonial sword that at one point might have been something close to sharp, but Brother Alfred has purposely ground down the edge till it's basically a big metal bar on a cruciform hilt.
Oh God. Okay.
All that.
Amazing.
Oh wow, that's awful. Hold on, let me type this in. Okay. You do that, there's a flurry of sparks, glass begins to shatter, and plastic like gives way and swings freely at the bottom of it. You have killed the monitor again. And again, all you hear is and a gargle as the speaker is also damaged, and a loud tinny squeal starts coming from it. It begins moving away in a jagged fashion. It starts moving back and forth, and like it comes. No, it does not get larger. It comes over here, and then you see it go right through the wall.
What do you mean right through the wall? Like,
I said what I said. Right, you saw it head right through the pile of trash.
okay. So it just disappears into something.
It disappeared into the pile of trash, or went above the whatchamacallit, or above that bot, or what have you, but it ain't there no more.
Cool. Okay. Fucking time to go. Cody, let's go. Can you hear me through the door? Is the door like too...
Would I be able to hear her through the...
Because
office door
the hole
banging?
above the wall has been broken through, you can hear a lot of, you can hear some stuff.
I think
Let's go.
I need to be better at computers, dogs. Yo, hold on. What's the dim? Oh shit, what's the dim?
This is the dim. I have the dim.
Oh, no, I have it. It says I have the box for the dim.
I have the actual
Oh,
dim.
fuck. This thing's banging on the door right now. Oh, fuck. Can you tap into my fucking glasses right now? Look at this shit.
Yeah, I tap in. Yeah.
I try to
I need
upload the
those.
feed.
I need
so-
those. I need those.
What's up?
Give them to me. Bring them to me.
Oh shit! All right, so Cody just fucking grabs this goddamn thing. Looks at the decapitated body and just is like, oh fuck! Oh my god, everything fucking hurts. And he's gonna tuck it under his fucking shirt.
All right.
And he's gonna time when like his next moment to see if like either if they break through or whatever else is about to happen, so he can hop over when they come in.
So it looks like that it's about to, and I say looks like to brother Alfred's perspective, who happens to be right behind the bot that might just break through that door.
Yeah,
Yes.
if I heard them saying like I need that, I have that, I'm running over like behind this thing. I want to try to like basically like jump up on its back, hook the sword around like anything resembling a head, and just like pull back as hard as I can to try to topple this thing.
God, okay.
Nice.
All right, yeah, go ahead, do what you gotta.
Would you call that risk or neutralize?
Fuck.
Go on.
What's your intention?
Neutralize.
To knock it on its ass.
Yeah, I'd say neutralize. You're trying to stop it.
Same.
Okay. Oh, actually, before I do that, on the way over, kind of like realizing what I'll have to do, I'm going to use a move that I just picked up when I got enough XP from failing 3 times in a row. Haven, you could probably see this because you have your empath sight going on. It's kind of the same thing that happened earlier after the encounter with those toughs that kind of sized us up. Takes like a very deep breath. There's a lot of this kind of like roiling fear going on inside him. Takes a deep breath, and that all kind of just like condenses down, and a bunch of it just like streams out of him as like a more peaceful feeling comes in. As I use the empath move that I took, hooked on a feeling, to remove 1 emotion spike from scared and put 2 into peaceful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's real fucking
That's
cool.
so good.
That's dope as shit.
Would my grenade have gone off by this point?
Well, that's exactly where we're going to find out. So we now change our scene back through the one eye
energy as
of the
fuck.
bot outside. We can see.
I just know this is going to cause some problems, so I want to make sure we all knew that like the area is gonna get it's gonna change dramatically.
Okay. Well, describe exactly what you're doing. Last we left you, you had the grenade in hand and pin was pulled.
Pulled the pin, and where you said like the eye socket had like the and so I'm seeing kind of this like empty void with ivory underneath.
Yeah.
The grenade is going in there. And then
what kind of a grenade is this? Because that's a small little breast.
It's like a little guy. It's like a little guy.
Well, it's
like
a little guy. All right. Well,
it's a little guy grenade. It's
I
not
hope
like,
you
it's
get
not
a full success. That's all I'm saying.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do
This is
as
gonna be
well.
great. I'm gonna tell you right now, Andromeda's still scared as fuck.
Oh, I can imagine. Oh my God. All right.
So, but yeah, this little grenade goes in, and as she dives away, she will yell, "Duck and cover!" And we'll see how well she does.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Let's see.
I'm me, Stacie, the person. I'm very terrified.
2 success! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh! That is.
Do I get something for critting? Do I get something for critting?
Yeah, that's well. You got
win the
11. You didn't get over a 12. So, but you got an 11.
But
So.
like, it's a natural 12. It's not even my
But
12.
there's no nat 20s here. You still have a -1. Anyway, you shove this thing. So first off, all right. So the brass tube itself, a malleable metal versus the hard metal of a fucking grenade. You go,
This
bam!
stuff is gone.
You shove it in there, and you can almost. Time begins to slow down. Your nostrils open up in order to take in more air. Your eyes begin to dilate to take in more information. Now your brain, infused with more oxygen, begins to work a lot faster. Time slows down. You smash the grenade into the brass eye tube, but it doesn't go all the way in. You, with your other hand, grab the back of its head and force it directly in there. The metal completely bends. You even found yourself with your foot on the bumper of the truck just to push yourself and launch at it. The machine that stood before you with the body inside of it ends up falling over. You go over with it, but as you do, you begin to see the world start to turn. You go head over heels, land on both feet, and can now take a fucking run right out of the area. Just as you turn around real quick, no, not even. That rogue drone that had been flying before, that had viewed the truck with Andromeda in it, comes back around just doing a standard little loop, and this time it comes in for a nice slow dive. Camera on, distance in Andromeda. It's moving towards the camera, and then behind it a flash of orange and a fireball overtaking the entire entrance, and Andromeda just peacefully walking away, never even looking back. There's a massive explosion for the rest of you outside. It completely rips through it. The walls begin to shake, canvas, and even more of like the roof begins to collapse down. Let's see.
He's dead. I'm fucking jumping through this hole. He's dead.
Well, you said it. This is a game of opportunity, so let's see what happens.
Yep. Fucking.
Give me a risk.
Where's my? I'm doing what I'm known for. And that is getting the fuck out of here, and that is unfortunately scared. But fucking what did I get? 11.
You got 11. You get to choose 3. Escape an enemy, which is choose twice. That's your 2 right there. Now you can leave no trail, no trace. Navigate to advantageous or avoid all harm.
Navigate to an advantageous spot. I gotta get this thing to Haven and then save the fucking child.
Cool. Do you want to also escape, because you do have 3 hold?
Yes.
Cool. So choosing the escape, that's going to eat up 2 of them, and then your third, navigate to an advantageous spot. You like take a look around, you grab the journal, you grab all the papers, you have all the parts, you like dive back, run right towards it, find another piece, vault yourself over it, leap out, hands first, over all the action. Brother Alfred, all you see is a flying Kode above your head, landing behind you. Advantageous spot, my friend. You get to put your piece wherever you want. Let me take him out of that.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. I was like freaking out. I was like, I can't move. So, fucking dropped over, boom, through the pipes, and at the door.
Yeah, hold up. There's a fucking fireball out there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the car is on fire.
That whole area is like...
And the walls are crumbling really nicely.
Now.
Oh, fuck me.
So you stand, well, hold up for 1 second. So it's an advantageous spot. So we can say that you're like here.
Oh, heard.
Okay. When you know, yeah, this is totally on your dime, dude. So you're looking at the exit out. You can see it's all in flames. Now, it's an explosion. It's shrapnel went everywhere. It's not a fucking Hollywood fireball in the same sense.
Yeah,
now, the truck, on the other hand, has gasoline on it. So the fire in the area is caused more by sparks and other kind of shit like that, just from electronics igniting stuff. So nonetheless, while there was an explosion, because cool fucking effects and why not, it is safe to get through. But you can see that the truck, there's a small puddle of like lit fluid and nearby, and a trail of fluid goes back to the truck. What are you doing?
I gotta get to Andromeda. She's in that truck.
Well, let's see. So you don't know where exactly she is, of course.
Nope.
Oh, I got that far? You're generous.
Fuck yeah, you did. Yeah,
that's true. I am terrified out of my brains and would have just been like, get the fuck out.
So, we are now going to turn to, Kode, take your last action. You understand the impending danger. The truck itself blown back a little bit, still looks like it's gonna blow.
I know which way it went, right?
Which way? What
Which
went?
way
The truck?
Where the truck is? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can see it on your screen.
Big ball of
Oh,
meat.
I can't. Oh, okay, now I can. Yes. Oh shit. So yes, I'm running outside and she's probably driving, so I'm running to the
No,
fucking.
she ain't driving. Dude, you
Oh.
fucking turn over to your right.
No, the car
Oh.
is encompassed in flames.
Yeah. No, hold up. There was
Oh.
a fireball. The truck is a little bit on fire, but at Cody's feet, there's a shorting wire from the machine that is just hovering above a small puddle of liquid directly by Cody's left foot. The trail of liquid is going back underneath the truck. It's leaking gasoline and is about to go up.
I'm gonna do this thing where I jump back inside.
Okay.
I've been there enough OSHA non-compliant to understand this is not the greatest situation to be in, and I'm diving my happy ass right back inside.
All right, not a problem. So with those moves, we now turn over to Haven.
I think completely unfazed. Like she sees Cody's leaving, she's like, "Bye, Cody," and then has like the parts. And as she's assembling it, he comes back in. She's like,
Even
"Hi,
as
Cody."
the walls are
And she's like trying to like put the pieces back into the dim.
wow. Dedication.
All right, so let's see. Are you able to do this pretty quick? I guess
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to find out. Give me a, you know what? Fuck it. It's a risky action. There's a lot of shit going on over there. How are you feeling about all this?
I would say scared, if that's gonna be like my like nervous thing. I'm gonna actually though, hold on. I want to calm myself down. I could sling. Yeah, I'm gonna sling. Because I'd like to feel powerful instead.
How much flow do you have going on within you right now?
I only have one left.
Okay.
So I can, yeah. So I'm gonna roll sling for my last flow. And why does it not let me?
What you're
pick
gonna
a
roll?
thing?
Well, because it doesn't ask you in order to. So you need to expel the flow. Okay. In order to do that, you're gonna roll and then you're gonna add your flow. So roll your state and add your 1 for your flow.
Okay. Add my state. Well,
That's a 4.
Oof.
Right, a 5,
Oh.
which unfortunately would be a failure.
Okay.
So what happens on a failure when you expel your flow?
I mean, nothing happens when I run out of flow. Nothing. I'm looking at sling right now. No, nothing happens when I expel it. Wait, when you expel flow, you do use all of it up. Yeah, nothing happens on a fail, so it just doesn't work.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so you go ahead.
So I see what Alfred did with his empath move, and I see like this crystalline like gray like get all sucked up inside of him, and then like this like really clear like air purifier situation happen. So I'm like, okay, I could do this. Shit, I still feel like shit. Okay, and then I go to like see how I could do this with the dim. So whatever you need me to roll for that.
Okay. Let's say that you're definitely taking a risk. There's a machine just behind you. Looks like it's getting reeled up for an attack. Go ahead and roll that before we head over to Brother Alfred.
Damn, that's a good. I got a
Fucking
fucking
12. Oh.
Nice.
12.
All right, describe and how danger does not come to you.
Okay, so I think what happens is that one that's like diagonal for me, I like turn around to like start putting the things back, and that thing like I hear it like start to turn. I'm like, 1 second, please. And then I keep going.
Okay, so as you do that, you happen to sweep by a branch from the explosion. Like there's the shockwave ended up like breaking down a like a poor limb of a branch, you end up knocking it just as this thing comes over and goes like that, and the branch just gets. It's like it's not doing well at all. That's going to allow you to put in another piece. You have 4 pieces. That's one.
Damn.
That's one down.
Okay.
Now this is the equivalent of the countdown timer. Alrighty, brother Alfred, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I saw Cody come flying out of the office where I was going to help him out of. And now seeing that this thing is trying to stop Haven, I think I'm gonna turn to that one and basically do the same thing that I was gonna attempt to do to this one.
Yeah.
And try to manhandle it away from Haven.
Awesome. Let's see you do it.
Okay. I roll this with my enlightenment. That's a partial success.
Not bad. You generate 2 hold. How do you want to spend them?
I think that I will force a change of location, using both, so it's mine,
Okay.
like my choice.
Yep.
And yeah, like climb up on its back, hook the sword, and just start hauling back into the other room
Oh shit.
to like pull it away.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Not a problem. Move
yeah,
yourself
just
back, and then I'll move the token directly in front of you.
Yeah, just like not caring for the fact that he's putting himself in the pile of robots.
You're in the middle of them all now.
Yeah.
And you want?
I think I come up, grab the thing, look over at Haven, and go, "I have faith that you'll resolve this." And just lean back.
Wow.
So as you do, you can smell like burning rubber as gears and the tread are just not mixing as you yank this thing back, and you feel that like that, just the grinding of gears. You get it back over there. What's your next move, brother Alfred?
I think I'm gonna try to keep like this thing focused on me if I can. So I'm like
The tiny little head turns around, and you can see first the head turns around, and then the body turns around, and then the treads go in opposite directions, go like that. And then you see Rock'em Sock'em robot type fists start coming out towards your shit. So,
yeah, I'll square up with this robot.
all right, so let's find out what happens then. However,
We must merge at all costs. It is always a good time to merge.
coming out from underneath the pile where the robot had been working, you see a decapitated head on an arm. According to the picture in the vestibule, this is the head of Dr. Alana. Pax is now wearing it. It starts moving in and starts issuing commands to the rest of the robots.
I don't like it.
We
What do the commands sound like?
I don't like it.
we go back outside. Andromeda, what are you doing?
I'm running away, actually.
Just fucking going straight off the map.
There's no way I'm staying around here.
That's fair.
Cody is
Like, full on, screw you guys. I'm done.
oh my god. Cody, what are you up to, friend?
I just finished tucking a roller around this fucking conveyor belt. As I'm like, get the fuck down. The truck is gonna blow.
Haven,
Truck blows.
give me another risk. Let's find out if you get in
Okay.
part 2 of 4.
Part duh. Hold on. Risky for the bisky. Scared.
Chris is like, oh shit, they're Voltron.
Hell yeah.
That's a partial
Partial.
success. Not bad at all. Alrighty.
Oh wait, that's a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you allow me hauling this robot back and putting myself in danger after expressing my faith in Haven to count as a moment of emotional intimacy?
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was not one
Because-
that was shared. It wasn't shared between you two. I would say
How
it's
how
intimate
about-
for you, but
All right, then how about from last session when I recognized that Haven realized something about me and promised to divulge the information. Can we kind of?
Now
'cause we had the
get
whole
that.
truck
I'll
ride
get to
over.
that.
Can we flash back to a conversation that we may have had?
Yes, absolutely. And then the two of you kind of glance eyes real quick as Haven's like looking around, notices and recalls that thing that you had. You had that connecting look. Go.
Fuck.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will roll help hinder.
Flashback.
Yes, please.
Blades in
Or do
the
you
dark.
want us to do the flashback?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. In the truck.
Yeah. I saw you. You noticed what I did back there to get them off our case. I will happily answer any questions you might have about it.
I don't know. I don't. You seem so peaceful, but I know better.
Yeah, I aspire towards peace. There is, for a long time, I thought I could reach where I wanted, reach my goals through violence. But there's I know you're not looking for faith, but if I could share a parable from, the church. There was a man who set out on a road of vengeance. He put on his freshest robes and took up his sword and set out unburdened by his, anything really. And each cut he made on his quest for vengeance, a little more blood soaked into that robe. And by the time he needed to take that final step, he found that his robes had grown too heavy to walk with. Then I kind of pull on the like faded brown robes and said, now I've traded out the robes that I once wore, but they still hang a little heavy. I used to be a very bad person. I didn't care for anybody other than myself, and I didn't care what I did to take from people. I just cared about enriching my current situation. But I received grace from an unexpected source. By all means, I should have died. I was, disemboweled, lying on the floor, my cybernetics no longer reacting. And one of my brothers came up. He wasn't my brother then, he's my brother now. Came up, didn't ask any questions about what had happened to me. Didn't question the cleaver, the wounds, the clothes, any of it. He simply cared for me until I was well. And as soon as I could stand again, I went and I kind of like pull my hood back, and there's just like a whole mess of scars on the back of his head. As soon as I could walk again, I went and got my chip taken out. And I've been trying to do some good ever since then. But there are still people out there who recognize who I was. I hope
It's weird, Brother Alfred. I can see colors. I mean, that's kind of the weird part too, but not weird for me. Feelings are colors to me. So as you can imagine, it gets kind of vibrant. With you, it's just white. Like, I don't see any, and it's actually kind of peaceful. Like, I don't have a headache for the first time in a while.
I'm glad I'm glad all the hard work shows. It takes a lot of, takes less effort these days, but when I first started working at the church, it was a very conscious effort to keep those emotions, suppressed. The anger, the hate, the fear that lied at the root of it all. But there's a certain amount of freedom that comes from accepting the way things are. And I'm not saying you should never fight to change, obviously that is always good. It's always good to fight injustice wherever we can. But I've come to accept that my life did end that day. I bled out on that sidewalk as far as I'm concerned. And with what time I have left, still walking, still, an undead shade walking this earth, I want to do the best I can to help people. And knowing that you're already dead brings a certain amount of peace into the equation.
I guess there's a way to accept our place in the world and still fight for change.
I think we never have to accept our place in the world. We have to accept what the world is. That doesn't mean we have to stop fighting to change it. Recognize what it is, but don't forget what it could be. There are things worth fighting for. And I know you know that. You've found things worth fighting for. Your friends have found things worth fighting for. Don't lose sight of that.
I'd like to maybe read more of what you got in that book there when we get out of this.
Whatever you like.
Okay. I think that's like when...
Andromeda, let me get some of that you eating up there.
I bought these myself. Do you know how many credits you should have? You can get your own.
I don't give a fuck. You give me one, at least one. You just gonna come in here and
And so our scene now fades back from the truck. We now look through the nearby droid's eyes as it quickly assesses the scene. You see on its HUD, it's like a danger flashing, and then you see the brother's face, and that looks around, sees Haven, zooms in on that, reads micro expressions, it reads care, concern, recognition, danger, 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 and then that camera now pulls out of the droid's head, and we see the connective moment between those two. A quick glance, a nod from one to the other, and then Alfred begins to move.
Yeah. So let me roll my help hinder on the that risk from Haven. I think recognizing that connection, he goes back to that peaceful place. So I got a 9, so I give the +1 to get that up to a 10.
Yes, you do.
Expose myself to danger, retribution, or a cost. 2
of 4 pieces now put into the DIM. There's a. I can see a portion of the screen coming up. There's like a flickering. There's a little bit of a smashed area, but you look down and you can see that there is in fact a flat screen that has the same connector as the CRT that's currently in this thing. So now you can swap it out as your 3rd of 4th on your next turn. With that, we see the floating head of the doctor on a robotic arm coming over.
So gross.
Giving a description of,
You are now going to. You are now going to. You are now.
and it just continues to repeat broken commands, and every now and then you hear merge, etc. And that's when you start hearing something coming from behind the canvas that it went through underneath the trash and into the next area.
Scooby?
For the Alfred, you go.
I go.
It's
yeah.
Right? Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I think regardless of any noises being heard, Brother Alfred has to be concerned with the robots in front of him. So I'm just gonna take a swing at the nearest one.
Okay. Well, you have 2 on you, so near is kind of subjective right now.
Yeah, the one that I dragged in here.
Okay, cool.
And I will roll this with my enlightenment. That's an 11.
Oh, shit, yeah, it is. You just generated 3 hold. What 3 actions do you want?
Let's go.
So I will not worry about suffering little harm. That doesn't vibe with the teachings of my church.
Okay.
So instead I will, these things are robots. They seem tough. I will just use all 3 to inflict harm. So for a total of 9.
There's a 9. You do 9 harm to it?
My weapon has 3 harm, and if I'm spending all 3 on
That's a hefty
inflict
big
harm.
3, 6, 9. The little head there was the first thing to be removed from its body. But when that thing came off, a piece of the carapace, which is its front bezel, you recognize that there's a little bit of a problem with that thing. You reach over, you end up grabbing that thing, tearing it off, and exposing the belly of the beast within. A series of haphazardly placed wires, and yet immaculately attached to the frame in a very chaotic fashion. And then a quick little analysis, you realize it is simply the most efficient layout, but not necessarily the prettiest. Nonetheless, describe what your blade does to its internals to completely shut this unit down.
I think it is just it's just brute force. It is like any of the sort of like interior stuff that is like, oh hey, like we have the externals that can cover it. So this stuff is mostly just structural to keep wires from touching and keep things where they need to go. It's just like buckling and bending and severing wires and just like pushing metal where it's not supposed to be until this thing is just non-functional.
There's a moment there you hear it, and the thing just like completely shuts down. You see a relaxation of the torso leaning awkwardly on the treads, and then lands heavily, just becoming an obstacle in front of you. Congrats, 1 down. We turn our attention back to Kode. What are you doing, friendo?
I'm trying to see what the hell is taking everybody so long, and I'm also wondering if I jumped the gun too quickly to get out of the doorway of the sparks coming out of that device at the leaking gas. And
It's only been a couple of seconds, so
I'm kind of just like anxiety built, like looking, making sure I'm undercover, wondering what the fuck Haven and Alfred are doing, and seeing them working. I'm like, I go through and I fucking like, how do I rewind? So I'm like lying on the side of the rewinding some of the like vid feed that I was given up to see if there's anything I can do to help. So I'm going to help hinder with what they're doing by analyzing the video.
okay, you do. You begin noticing that there's a couple of entries here that seem kind of really that they might be able to help you, but it seems to be that she had used the dim to input merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow. Then the AI circuit, this is according to the read that you see here, the AI circuit then lit up in a sequence that looked almost like anticipation according to her notes, and then quickly started assessing the combined database of organic and mechanical information. And then watching it process was like poetry in motion. But unfortunately, she never reached entry number 2. It looked like there's a note on another piece of paper. You managed to zoom in on that, and you can see Pax took our first instruction literally. We never had the opportunity to put in anything else. It's attacking us. I've locked myself here. I've disconnected the rail. But somehow, it found a way to jump.
Disconnected the rail? Cody's straight gonna start looking towards places where the rail can be disconnected.
Yeah, it's all just joined tracks.
Oh, my other yo-yo. Yeah, Yeah, fucking, because I gotta charge the other one, first one. Fucking, he starts taking, oh, you can't see what I'm doing on my other hand. He starts fucking charging it up, and he aims for the base for where it is right now, from the source portion, and he's gonna fucking see if he can.
Well, it's way the fuck over there. You see it?
Am I too far from it?
I
Yeah,
mean,
fuck it,
realistically, you're like 50 feet away.
Yeah, no, I don't have, I can't have that very of a range. So I'm gonna fucking not low crawl, but like combat crawl closer to, rotate so I can see what's going on.
Closer to Haven, I imagine.
Yep, closer to Haven. And since I made it to the point on my vid where the notes were, I was like, I'm gonna be like, yo, these commands, fucking here, and gonna throw it at her. Hopefully she has something where she can see things in a PIP while she's working on the box. These commands, fucking tell the robots to not be dicks.
And
I'm
our
gonna fucking climb under her fucking like hip.
Our view then
Cuddle
follows
under
the
her.
electrons of the signal, and we now come out of Cody's visor, right through a channel of exceedingly long fiber, moving along at the speed of light until finally we come back into Haven's HUD. In her view, we see a little readout of all the instructions as Cody then puts it in. Or Cody then sent out to her. They are as follows.
Okay.
Number 2, on to the next, emphasizing human safety. Number 3, fingers crossed. Today was about harmony. I enter, seek to understand and respect the essence of both organic and artificial life. And then it continues on and on. However, before you can even put these commands in, it's time for you to risk putting in number 3.
All right.
It becomes a risk because you hear,
Remove all content that is not in alliance with protocol.
and a whirring of action goes on from behind and just adjacent to Brother Alfred. Brother Alfred, out of your corner, out of the corner of your eye, you can see a and starts moving forward in order to take down Haven. Haven,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
I didn't roll yet, so I wanted to say I'm switching my feeling. As soon as I hear a fucking robot voice try to tell me what to do, I'm gonna look up and be like, "You can fuck right off," and I'm gonna roll powerful. I still got an 8, but I got a partial.
It's a partial.
Yeah, I only helped with 1, so it puts up to 9.
Okay, all right, that's a 9 then. So that's not bad at all, actually. But a 7 through 9 is still only a partial. There will be a cost, a complication, or a choice introduced by me. So, how are you getting in there, and how can I take it? No, how can PAX take advantage of it?
How could PAX take advantage of me doing this? Are you asking me, or are you?
What are you doing? And I'll find the loophole in it.
Well, I'm just doing what I've been doing. I'm trying to put the pieces back in.
Okay, so you're not concentrating in any specific way, despite that a robot just came up on you.
Well, no, because I think that's kind of old hat by now. I'm trying to.
Okay.
I'm focused on my
That's cool.
mission. So the robot coming up on me, I'm like, someone's gonna get it. I gotta work on this thing.
All right. all
Oh,
right.
wait, if it's coming up on Haven and I just like scooping by her right now, that means it made it. I'm trying to fuck up the rail.
Yeah, dude.
portion.
Look at Foundry. It moved
Yeah.
from between the assembly line to right next to you guys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna aim right for the rails with my fucking
To the rails or to the droid that just moved in next to you?
to the droid specifically.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the rails are only for PAX to move around. These things are on treads. Oh, fuck.
Not good at all.
Oh no.
Well, you get a.
These failures.
That is a failure.
I don't even have anything for that.
You have an well, let's see here. Alrighty. Haven,
Yeah.
you can see that this thing comes over and you try plugging that piece in. You manage to get it in there, but unfortunately, Kode was not able to stop this thing in time. Am I reading this correct, that you still get one hold even on a failure for neutralize?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So what do you want to do? You have one hold.
I will. Fuck it. Force change the location. Haven's got to get this shit done.
Okay, let me just hold up. That is not
One hold.
that is not correct.
One hold.
Yeah,
and
I
the
don't-
MC chooses new location.
No, I think the way that it was put on the character sheet is incorrect. I think it's I believe if you fail a harm, or excuse me, if you fail a neutralize, it's going to do damage to you. I don't think that's complete
that's-
information.
Yeah. Doesn't look like you generate any hold. I think you just take the harm.
Okay, Mike, do you happen to have it in front of you?
I just pulled it up and looked at it. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I pulled up the full rulebook.
Okay, cool.
All heard.
All right, so Kode,
Yep.
you go to stop it real quick. You had the yo-yo charging it up. You were aiming, and then you see this thing go like moving in quick. You try to alter it so that you take that thing out. Unfortunately, it had extended an arm, snaps the yo-yo almost out of your hand, because I imagine you have the string connected here. It's not going for the string, so it doesn't cut the string, but the yo-yo, it just kind of falls down for a little bit. But that hand zips past you and towards Haven's hand. You can hear a cracking of bone. You had already put the piece in the machine. You are now at 3 harm, Haven.
Yeah.
You are not doing well. You now have a broken arm, and it pulls back, and it looks like now it's turned it sideways, and it looks like it's just going to try punching through your arm as a next attack. I guess we'll find out what happens. But first,
Andromeda.
somewhere in the woods, there's an Andromeda.
Okay. Just so I have like a mental picture of where she's like running to. We had driven essentially down like a road to get here, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I would have just hightailed it back down that road.
You're going down the road. You're just fucking gone.
Well, because I don't want to go into the woods. I'm not a woodsy kind of person. I don't know if you knew that. But I will, and at some point she's gonna, she gets far enough away. Her breathing kind of like calms down a little bit. She's like catching her breath. And we'll take a moment to turn around and like assess the like damage. So it's not gonna just keep running, but it's gonna like take a sec to make sure that she's not like being followed and that like her grenade properly went off.
Adrenaline still causing your heart to go and go and go and go and go. You finally, energy gone, adrenaline depleted. So you stop for a second, you take a look around really quick. Now you have time to breathe. You can see Kode coming out, looking down, and flying back into the building, but there were no explosions. The one that you took out, well, first off, yes, your grenade went off. Kode came out, went back in. The thing that you jammed the grenade into obliterated. You could see in the distance a little bit of like a spark, even in the daylight. You can kind of see that shit. And a truck that is completely demolished. Unfortunately, it is also quiet for the most part. You were so far away, not really hearing anything until you do hear that one thing, that sound that sounded like it came from the outside.
Oh, that's the creepy noise.
That
I almost forgot about the creepy noise.
that seems to have come from somewhere in the facility, but not indoors. What are you doing?
Oh my god. I think to be perfectly honest, she's just kind of like paralyzed for a second or two, trying to like figure shit out, because she just kind of like she like got herself to like an okay place, and now there's like freaky sounds. So, but the sounds sound like they're coming from the building that I was just at, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, I don't want to go back there. I'm not okay. Yeah, she's gonna hang tight.
Oh no.
For a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, she would be really freaked out and just like not about any of this right now.
All right. Well, we are then going to turn our attention over to brother Alfred.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I want to help.
It's okay. You're a teenager.
Yeah, it's a scared
fine.
teenager, man. You're fine.
And like in the wilderness too. She's not.
Andromeda is definitely an inside kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
an
100%.
inside iPad kid with an attitude problem.
So, with this thing directly in front of you, you can hear a movement taking place about 10 feet behind you, but also directly adjacent. The thing that had been punched in the walls finally, punched in the door, finally received a command. And first the head, and then the torso, and that rock'em sock'em fist getting lined up for you.
Yeah, seeing that the one is fighting Kode and Haven, who I just saw get injured, and Kode, who I know was injured earlier, and knowing that this one in front of me is kind of like slumped over, I'm gonna try to like jump over the conveyor belt here to
Okay.
get next to this one.
Yeah, that's easy. You vault.
Yeah, and I guess I'll do the same thing I did to the first one and just try to buy them some time on the computer and drag this thing away.
All right. How you feeling about all this?
However I'm feeling, it doesn't matter, Steve. When I'm fighting, I'm doing it for the big man.
There we
I roll
go.
with enlightenment.
All right, give me your roll.
For Jesus.
Kick ass for Jesus.
This one's for you, Jesus.
And this one's for you, Jesus. Shout
Thank you,
out
big
to
man.
Jesus.
Big 9.
It is. So you
big
generate
dog.
2 hold. You get 2
Big
actions.
G coming in.
Yeah, I will choose force a change of location.
Again.
Hold.
Okay.
Yep.
And you want to choose?
Yeah, I want to choose, so both hold to just haul him back into this area.
Oh my God! Again, that. It's
Yeah.
fighting the gear.
Yeah, and the fact that Brother Alfred is like doing this must look like some kind of miracle, because he is like fully like emaciated, like scrawny little like hands. like this dude hasn't eaten in 3 weeks.
Oh man,
Lord.
this is so not good. Alrighty. Meanwhile, Haven, you just had your right arm broken, both ulna and humerus complete, just shattered. You can see the odd angle, and your fingers are starting to get tingle. And oh, it's bad. That shot goes straight up your arm and into your shoulder and begins riding around in your brain, even distorting the view just from the mere shock. Keep in mind, you have 3 harm, 1 more, and you're going to be down. Kode, of course, you notice what had happened.
Yep.
Can I do my 4th one?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna put my 4th. I'm gonna do the last piece. I'm putting the last piece in.
Yep. Yep.
So you find that the grip of the hand on your broken arm is just not working right now. The muscles simply just don't work that way.
Yeah. Can I one hand the last piece into the
Yeah,
thing?
I didn't hear that. All I hear is, okay, I'm gonna try. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm gonna change an arm.
yeah,
now. I'm
no
gonna use
problem.
The other one.
I mean, you know me. I have to hear exactly what you got. All right, cool.
Yes.
So you switch hands. Hail. Oh shit! Wait, what?
What?
Hold
Heal
on.
Hero.
What?
Wait a minute. Where was that redeemed?
Oh yeah, I see. A few messages ago.
Oh, Haven, Donald.
Oh, Donald.
Coming in hot. Coming in
Oh
hot.
shit. Kode.
What's up?
Wow. So as that droid came slamming up, it ended up slamming right into the counter and knocking over several things down onto the floor before brother Alfred then grabbed it and then dragged the entire thing back. One of the things that got knocked over was like a partially open, really flimsy cardboard box. It landed and you can see a bouncing up, bing, 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 and then rolling right at your feet. You can see it the equivalent of like, it's the same kind of a discharge as an EpiPen.
Yeah.
But it completely numbs systems, disallowing any kind of a real problem induced by pain or anything along those lines. It wouldn't exactly heal so much, but it would allow Haven to do everything that is needed in order to get the last 2 parts in.
If it's rolled by me,
Yeah,
I'll use my
smack your
fucking
feet.
breakdancer skills and see if I can kick that right into her fucking leg.
Oh, dude!
Yeah, I'll fucking right into the leg.
Just a thunk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a risk, and I'll give you advantage on this.
I have to roll just my feelings because I don't have risk on my thing.
Oh yeah, you don't. Okay.
Let's see.
You should.
Feelings. There we go. Yeah, actually, I'm good now. I got away from the explosion.
Yay.
That's a fucking 10. That's an absolute success.
Yeah.
So, Haven, you feel a quick ow in your left thigh, an outer left thigh, and then, oh, okay, cool. Everything's fine now. It's just you like even brush some of the hair away from your eye with this arm.
That's some strong morphine.
What empath bullshit
That
did you
good
do to me?
You're good.
Do I take any harm back away?
The physical damage is still there, but you kind of get the feeling that the ability to repair it with like a calcium net, which is probably somewhere around here, and given a turn or two, you'll be able to fully heal it. This will buy you the time to put in the additional piece of equipment, though, if you want.
Okay, but if I do get hit again, I'm still down.
No, you will not go down because of that. No, you're not going to suffer the ill effects. You will take the harm, but you will not get knocked unconscious.
All right.
Okay, so am I at 4 harm now and just not?
No, you were not at 4
unconscious?
harm. I did not issue any harm. You now have the ability to roll risks to pop in an additional part.
All right, thank you. Peaceful, probably.
Yeah, I would say so.
Know that you're on drugs.
I got a partial. I got a 9.
Cody, do you want to help or hinder on that?
Yes, I do.
I start to
like that. I can
super
assist.
high,
More
put the
drugs.
piece in there.
Boom. That's
Oh.
not great, but it's what I got.
But unfortunately, well, it's a failure.
It's a failure, yeah.
So there's no, but it's not horrific. So
partial.
yeah, well, no, it's not even a partial. It's just no assistance given.
No, I mean I'll take my partial.
Oh,
So I'm
gotcha.
good on mine.
Yeah, you put it in. However, at first you do it with the other arm, and it's like, oh, okay, no, that's gonna be bad. And you recognize that, and you now have like there's a portion of bone now coming out. You swap it
Can I
out.
role play this?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Do it.
role play this. Okay.
Do it.
Here's
God.
this piece. I'm gonna. Oh God. No. Hold on. I can do this. I'm gonna go like this, and I go like this, and I slide it in. Cody, push my back, just like that.
Oh my god.
Push my back.
Oh my god.
I got it.
I got you. So,
It's in there.
Cody, you recognize Haven's left hand is fine.
I'm super
Yeah.
high right now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So
Ruin
many
everything.
those drugs, another plane of existence, baby.
I gave her
Haven is gone.
super K.
Specifically not for empaths. It's like it says it.
All right, so you managed to put it in, and this time you had swapped out the screen. So now you see a bing, 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 and now a menu starts coming up, but then it says no keyboard attached. So you take a look, and you can see one of those little mini-ass keyboards with that really annoying old school telephone cord thing. Like one of those
Oh
little
my-
telephone jacks in it that you gotta plug
The
in.
wired shit. I don't know what to do with the wired shit.
Okay, so that'll be number 4 coming up. In the meantime, we're gonna turn back to Alfred for a quick moment. Pax, like looking around and issuing orders between merging animal and what have you. There is a disturbance, and it sounds like the shaking of a heavy object, almost like some steel combined with something clanging, something small clanging against a steel rod. Excuse me, and then coming from, you estimate, about 30 or so feet away, just on the other side of that wall. Alfred, what are you doing?
I think I am still just buying as much time for Haven and Cody as I can. I'm just gonna beat on this robot.
Okay, cool. Are you going to attack at all?
Yes.
Alrighty.
No.
Oh shit!
Nice.
8 partial.
8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Generate 2.
Yeah, I'll eat whatever harm it does back to me and inflict harm twice.
Okay.
For a total of 6.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's gonna and like smack you once in the shoulder. You can feel it, but how much harm are you doing to it? 2? 6?
Yeah, 6.
Holy cow. These machines are not combat machines. That 6 takes it down.
Nice.
Describe how you do that.
How much did it do to me?
2.
2. Okay, I have 1 armor, so
All right, so 1. Yeah.
from the big man, my faith manifests itself in various ways.
Thanks, Jesus.
Yeah, I think the way he takes it down is just, he's a brother of Our Lady of Immaculate Suffering. To suffer for others is the most holy thing you can aspire to. So I think he does, there is not even a thought in his head of getting out of the way of this thing, punching at him. He just fully takes it on the arm as he comes in, and just one sword swipe to whatever kind of casing is on the chest, and then just basically jamming a baseball bat into delicate wiring and giving it a big old swirl.
Yeah, you already discovered how the whole bezel on the front comes off, so you took that off in one swipe, and then you just kind of gut its internals again. Hold on. Pardon me. As you're doing that, and because you enjoy or not enjoy, but because you're willing to take the suffer, but with no additional harm, that punch came. You also sort of a little click, and a Bic-sized lighter, or a Bic lighter-sized little flamethrower goes into the wound, just to give you a little bit of extra. Meanwhile, way back up on the road, you hear another, and it terminates. This animalistic cry terminates in a human-like scream.
Oh my god. Does it feel like it has moved closer to me at all?
No, it's all coming from
Okay.
within the same building where your friends are.
Andromeda is slowly taking steps backwards, and her heart starts racing even more. She's already sweating, but her breathing is starting to quicken again, and she calls out, Cody! Haven! Hey, that other guy! And
Look at it. Poor Alfred.
and she kind of cycles through the names a couple more times. Cody! And is just yelling, and her breathing is starting to go really, really fast. Her vision is starting to get a little fuzzy. Her hands are starting to go kind of numb as she starts to look around in her surroundings, just seeing forests and trees and all of these unknown plants that she's just so unused to, and begins to fully fly into a panic attack.
And that's when there's a little snap of a twig off on the left-hand side, and what you hear is, hold on, here's what you hear. and something goes thunk, lands next to you.
Oh my god, what is it?
You look over.
Yeah.
The
I
panic.
mean, she kind of like leaps back to kind of like see what it is.
You just see a small little two-headed sparrow that landed on a twig, but the panic completely changed the reality around you. And the
Can
thing.
I kick it?
Yeah, you go to kick it. That thing it like flutters off.
Just fully this like giant black combat boot, just like.
Oh God.
And like because these boots are so heavy and she's got so much shit in her pockets, her leg kind of kicks up and she falls on her ass and just like kind of starts crawling backwards in utter panic.
You see a drone with like a monitor on it. It comes down. It's like brrr, comes down in front of you, and you can see a friendly reminder from like the ASPKC. It's like, thou shalt not harm animals.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
ASPKC, shut the fuck up with that. I was like, what is he trying to say?
You've been charged a 2 credit fine.
2 credit demerit. Anyway. We come back to our crew in the building. Andromeda, with that little lighthearted bird, a two-headed sparrow flitting away. What are you doing?
Panicking on the ground, slowly crawling backwards away.
Okay.
like when I said full-on panic attack, this girl she's starting to get kind of paralyzed and freaked out and is just like scrambling.
There is a moment when a breeze comes over your body really quick, and you can smell a little bit of diesel on the air. But then, like the winds in the city, which you're kind of accustomed to shifting, there is a shifting of a gust here in this area. Just the forest itself kind of bending in its way and undulating back and forth in tune with the wind. But as the next one comes through, it comes in from across the wasteland where you see no buildings. And you smell something that you haven't really smelled before, maybe once in your childhood or when someone else in Shade City, they had some soil in a cup and was growing a little bit of hope, colored green, out of a plant. And you remember the smell of that dirt. And for that brief moment, that smell takes you back home while you're in the wide open, a complete contrast to the close quarters of Shade City, while you were out in the bright hot sun, a complete contrast to the smog-filled city itself, where the sun just doesn't make it down there, as opposed to the air, which never really moves around unless something else is causing it to move within Shade City. You get that, but your sense of smell for a brief moment brings you home, and you remember a small child in the street playing with a small plastic toy that looked like a robot on treads, very much like the ones that your friends have been talking about and flashing to you. All throughout this, while you were running, your mind begins to calm down just for a brief moment if you allow it, and you can see the things that Kode had been sending out to Haven and mixed signals in here and there and cries. And then you replay that cry of that thing and your friends there. And then you also replay the times that your friends have also helped you and you helped them. You remember Shar, you remember Zephyr, you remember Kode, you remember Haven, you remember them all. In fact, you remember the first time that all of you were sitting down in a diner in Kilson City talking about these things. And you go back just another 30 minutes prior to that, running down a street away from people that were chasing you, Zephyr in this case. And then you even rewind from that, and you remember yourself in a building where there was Kode, and the first time you helped Kode by giving things from Mama V over to him, purchased by you because you believed in liberation. Your friends are trapped, and you have been one of the greatest forces of liberation in that city. What are you doing?
as she recalls all of these things, she's like, you know, got her hands in her butt and in the dirt and is like remembering all of this stuff, and her heart still like racing, but she gets that chance to kind of like catch her breath, and she's gonna kind of like scramble up and like pull out her Omni tool and kind of just like football it and hold on to it as if it was like this shiny metallic yo-yo weird thing, just this giant metal teddy bear. Holds it real close, and just says like, okay, we can fucking got this, yeah, let's and just like starts screaming as she like goes running back and is like still absolutely terrified out of her mind, but is like now feeling more determined, and will start heading back towards the building, but is gonna go back towards the back and the side rather than back to the flaming car.
Okay, all right, not right. So
or she's gonna go to wherever that like sound, that awful, terrible sound was.
yeah, so back there, if you take a look at the map real quick, you can. No, you can take a look here. You will see that if you look, there's like vegetation everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a little bit difficult for you to get through it, nigh impossible. So how would you like to do this? Because I mean, you take a look over here, you can kind of see that the vegetation comes up a little bit, and you can kind of come up over here, and then you can see that it might be a little bit passable if you come out over this way and start coming around. And then you start getting a sneak of a chain link fence in this area.
I can do fences.
God, that thing is.
I've been doing fences for a long time.
You start moving around, you can see that there's an area here that a lot of the vegetation has really taken over. The green line representing the thickest part, and beyond that is going to be the thickest part. But when you come here, that's when you smell fear. You smell the same kind of fear as the people that live in Shade City. The same kind of fear as the enslaved people that UCU begin taking away and force into labor to, quote, pay their debts. What are you doing, Andromeda?
There's a way that I can climb over this.
Give me a risk.
Okay.
What's your strongest state?
Mad. 100%.
Yeah.
She and I think she's especially feeling it now. She's feeling, you know, a little bit angry at herself for you know, that moment of cowardice when like she's done so much worse shit. You know, it's just the scary environment, so she's kind of mad at herself, and she sees that fence and she's reminded of all the fences that she had to, like, she encountered in Shade City and all of the opportunities that were blocked off for a bunch of people. So
Let's see what you got. It's
a partial success.
That's a partial. If you next time you can roll risk and just roll the little sack next to it, but with a partial success. So in doing it, there's going to be a risk, a complication, or a choice introduced by me. Describe how you get through the foliage and over the fence.
So it's definitely like, I think the foliage really just kind of gets in the way, and because she's not used to climbing fences that have like vines and stuff on it, she is kind of like grabbing at foliage and it just kind of comes off the fence, and so she's partially prying stuff away as she's trying to kick herself up off and over, and so it takes her a long time to like get up and over, and like her foot gets kind of caught in one of the vines and she like tumbles over the fence
and you land. When you come through, you can see that there is another fence beyond that is blocking your sight. This is just another chain link fence, but there's nothing more than a painter's tarp over it.
Yeah, can I just yank the tarp and yoink myself over?
You do, and the first thing that you realize is that there's a box of some kind directly on the other side. You step on top of that box, and standing on it, you see an area that is horrific. This entire area is filled with cages with dead human bodies in it and many animals. And you also see some droid parts on the ground as well. But over to the left, this area here, which I will mark, this should actually be, hold on. Yeah, let me do this real quick. You see what appears to be a canvas tent. That's that black square down to the south.
Uh-huh.
It seems to be the source of most of the screams. And as for the thing that has been that all the way on the opposite side, I'm going to move your token over there. There's something just on the other side of the wall, like right there in that cage. And you can see it is a half man, half animal, half machine abomination. The poor thing is screaming in pain and shaking. And then you hear, no, 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 coming from the canvas tent over here. There's a canvas flap. We turn our attention inside. Brother Alfred, there are 2 droids that are going, and Pax is still up and running.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Are these conveyor belts running, or...
They're not conveyor belts. These are assembly tables.
Assembly tables, gotcha. Then I will step up onto here, and take a swing at the... Now, I know Pax has... Oh, moving out of the way. I'm not going to waste time playing tag with a decapitated head.
Which has no weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna then swing at this one.
Okay, go ahead.
And I will actually be rolling, because Resolute says I can.
Cool.
I may roll with Enlightenment. But given that I just taken the harm from the other robot, I'm thinking that's, it's putting him in this mindset of, like, this has gone from, oh, this is something I'm doing to help out Haven, who I just kind of started working with, to, oh, I'm suffering for a cause. This is a religious experience for me. So I will roll neutralize, and I'll roll my peaceful.
It's a partial.
8.
Yeah, you generate 2 hold. That's not bad.
Yeah, same thing. I'll take the harm in return and deal out 6.
Oh fuck! And it's just
Wild.
It's like, and it's just, and again, you manage to take out yet another one. Meanwhile, the one by the door is like, it's trying to move. It can't, completely jammed up against the wall, and the concaveness of that door. It's a new word. We're coining it.
You did great.
Thank you.
Concavity?
The concavity? Yeah, the concavity of the door. I like the concaveness, whatever. Shut up,
I'm into
linguist.
it.
Shut up.
I didn't say anything. I said I liked it. Don't get me started.
Yeah, the linguist was creative. She's an advocate for
I gave
new
my
work.
thumbs up. I said
I'm an
yes.
English teacher.
I'm in.
Fuck off.
So the bow-like weird shape, it's jammed in that area. We're gonna turn over to Kode and Haven.
All right, one more. Ooh, I'm feeling good.
Wait.
It's starting to wear off. If you got any more drugs, that'd be great. Still feeling peaceful.
I'm here to intercept.
I could really use your help. Oh,
Yeah,
this isn't
unfortunately,
working.
there's a failure to that risk. Haven, in this point, would you be able to tell me what the risk is? Is it perhaps that there's way too much peace going on, and you're like, yeah, I think this is a slot, and it's just kind of a...
Yeah, what the fuck is the risk if I'm acting super peaceful? I guess it would be. Is there another move I could do?
I mean, you're right. It's not really a risk at this point. I'm going to say that you are able to get it in with a little bit of assistance, that you don't really need to roll, because there's no actual threats there right now.
So I don't know where this piece goes. Can you fucking tell me? It's this. Look, it's got the little thing.
That's shaped like an L. Hold up, that's shaped like an L. Put that fucking that block
it looks
game.
like an I. The block game.
Oh, fucking not italics. What the fuck are you? Never mind.
All right. Here it goes. Hold on.
Fuck.
On this thing or on the other? It's a keyboard. I don't know why.
On the right side. On the right side,
Okay.
my girl.
Right.
Oh my god.
You know what?
He's using a right hand, mind you.
I'm like, okay, so this is where it goes like this. Oh, yeah.
Melding the technology.
Oh my god.
All right, I got it.
Beep. Input command. You see the list of commands in your HUD, and you command it to, like, you know, from the PIP. It then comes up from the picture-in-picture, and now you see them. And I guess henpecking.
God mode.
Activate God
Oh,
mode.
we're playing Valheim. That's cool.
Oh my god.
What am I doing? What do I type
Yo,
in,
look
Cody?
at the last ones. Always choose to remain fundamentally human. That thing.
Always remain fundamental. Is there a command that says that?
Fuck, like input. I don't know. Put the last of the things in. I don't know how this computer bullshit works.
Merge animal with human. Merge animal with human.
Merge animal. That one.
No, that's Pax in the other room talking and delivering commands to the one fucking remaining robot.
Oh, okay. Never mind. What's the last command on the thing? What's the last
I mean, if you
command?
just do the second one,
fucking-
you should be okay.
Fucking
The second.
prioritize human safety and well-beings in all action.
Yeah, that one. Okay, cool. That sounds good.
Merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow. Merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow. Merge with machine and beast for a brighter tomorrow. Prioritize human safety and well-being in all actions.
What the fuck is happening?
You see Pax's monitor go from red, or the head, sure, there were two glowing LEDs. Why not? They go from red to yellow to green. There's a pause there just for a brief moment.
Hello, dear guests. I am Pax. How may I be of service today? Servicing humans.
Assess your fucking situation, guy, in the whole building and help us out.
Stand by. Units are in distress. Powering down.
You see the last one over by the door. It's like head just simply stops moving, and the robot fists stop going into the door, creating a bowl-shaped hole in the door. It stops just for a brief moment, and then you see it powered down.
Units are now successfully powered down for maintenance. Please apprise situation when ready. Standing by.
Pax's monitor with the head finally lolls down and drops, insecurely placed as it was previously. When you take a look outside, well, first off, there's no more danger. You managed to solve it. You managed to fix the machine that was building the machines to build the humans and supposedly make them better. But in so doing, you have to ask that one question: are machines really better than humans if humans fail at programming them in the first place? Now we take a look at Andromeda, who's in this yard. There are quick ways to bring comfort to things. But all things in these types of stories must end in some way that we're not always comfortable with. Andromeda, we return to the yard briefly. What are you doing? You can hear that whimpering, no, and then the a cry, and as the cry goes out from the canvas tent, the thing inside of that cage starts screaming again, and you recognize that scream from that man, beast, machine contraption that they have managed to create and fuse together in that cage is crying out of sympathy for the thing that's being done to the person inside the tent.
Can I take a minute and see what the back wall situation is like? Can I see my friends, or is this completely closed off and isolated?
It looks completely closed off, but from your side, you can kind of see, if you take a look over here, right there. Unfortunately, the cage next to you is also the contents of the cage next to you is also of a failed experiment long since deceased. But directly in front of you is what it appears to be a door. You open it up, and you can see just on the other side of it is some trash that has landed, and there's a bot that is off to the right, and just on the other side, and Brother Alfred directly ahead of you.
Andromeda is like, how is she feeling? She is like filled with so many like complicated feelings. Like she feels bad, she feels terrified, she feels, this like sense of justice that
let's see it through Andromeda. Yeah, let's see it through Andromeda's actions and words.
Yeah, she kind of like pushes through the door and pushes past like the garbage, and there's just like this look of concern on her face, and I think she first sees Alfred right there, this just guy that she met recently who seems to be some weird spiritual person, and Andromeda makes eye contact with you, because I'm sure you hear her like scramble through the trash. Makes eye contact with you, and you just see this like utter fear and panic on her face, and she's only gonna say get over here.
Yeah, I think like without Andromeda needing to say anything, as soon as he sees like the fear and the panic, like he's still like smoldering from where the thing hit him with the flamethrower, and there's just like big patches of blood on his robes. But yeah, he's coming right over. Let me move my.
Meanwhile, Kode and Haven, this is not initiative. You guys can do whatever you need to.
I know I'm probably arguing with Haven about the fucking slots to put in, and freaking out the fact that the computers almost tried to kill us again.
Kode, my arm is broken. Do you see it?
Nah, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I have I can't shoulder your burdens.
Oh, I hate you. When this squares off, and my arm's fixed, I'm gonna punch you.
Oh, do you need a hand?
My God.
Yeah.
You were the worst person in the entire world.
Fuck, we gotta walk back, by the way. The truck's on fire.
And that's when you hear.
Let's get this done.
That's when you hear Andromeda's voice at the other end of the building.
God damn it.
Andromeda kind of steps to the side and kind of like lowers her head and just like points towards the canvas thing, and it's just Hey,
it's all right.
And is just like stammering, and you can just see completely distressed.
Yeah, if I see Haven come out, I'll say, Haven, there's something going on over here. Could you take care of Andromeda?
Yeah. Come this way. Come this way. Let Kode and where am I going? Let Kode and Alfred take care of that. Come look at the trash. You could go through the parts. You need parts, right?
Alfred, as you take a look and you push aside the door, you can see that there's a large one of those bots that is moving around a body on the table, actively performing an operation.
Yeah, I'll step in.
Yeah, you do. And you recognize the figure, of course. It matches the wanted sign that you had seen previously, just as you were exiting the city.
Yeah, I think the bot that's doing this operation no, I think I'm too mad to consider seeing what's going on here. I'm just gonna try to break the bot.
You do. It's quick. It's a surgical bot. When it spins around, you might get a little sneak, and that's it. But other than that, you manage to disassemble it rather quickly.
Then I'll check any signs of life on the body.
Yeah, the body is alive. Looks like its left arm had been replaced with a large cat-like arm, almost like a panther's arm, which is completely lifeless, and there's no blood flowing to it. That portion of the operation is not successful. Legs have been replaced with what appear to be horrific replacements of cybernetic parts, more like wood and steel with some rubber bands and bungee cords. But you can see in there that there are also arteries being used instead of tubes.
I'm gonna take off the outermost layer of my robes and wrap it around him, and then put my wired earbud back in.
Yeah.
Connected to my phone. Speed dial Cody. Say, Cody, there's something you need to see back here.
What? I mean, are you talking about the headless thing?
No, behind the facility.
Oh. Yeah, I'll be right there. Ah, fuck. And, I'm just gonna head back over there, see what's up.
There's a moment there when he backs out and turns, and you can see the odd mechanical, pseudo-mechanical, jerry-rigged feet come around the corner, fitting through the canvas door and the upper torso of your brother.
That's not a great feeling.
Obviously in a state of pain and shock, not able to recognize much of anything.
And there was one. There was one. Haven, I'll meet you back home. Doesn't hear whatever he's got. Took up his glasses and he dropped them on the floor. Right next to his brother. He can't handle that. Just drops to his knees for a sec, trying to walk away. Kind of seeps into his solitary kind of feelings as is, and nothing he can do about it. Finds his feet and he looks again at what's left of his brother. Just continues on. Walks away. He can't do it.
And with that, we will end tonight with unknown of what will happen in the future.
Oh shit!